Hey, I think I finally started. I got distracted editing a sticker. Oh, is this on? Yeah, okay, it is. Hello, everyone. I haven't started TikTok yet, but I thought I'd start YouTube this time first. Usually I do TikTok first. Martin, looks like Martin was the first one to comment. That was loud. When people are live and their phones go off, it gives me anxiety because I think it's my phone. So I'm sorry if I did that to anybody just now. Yay! Oh, thank you for the jewels, Lambretta. Thank you. Dubs in the chat for Lambretta. The high five. Yeah, I made this sticker here. Well, I didn't make it, so I take that back. I didn't make it at all. Fair Stickers made it, but I thought it was pretty cool. Excuse me. Says you are an animal abuser. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw it out there. Maybe I won't. It's kind of cheesy pie. Oh, Vegan Heretic, what's up? Lewis. Obviously, Martin, I said hello because you're the first one to get in here. Who else is in here? Ben from Berlin, Lambretta. What's up? Savvy, what's up, Spooky? No injustice lasts forever. What's up, VPM? Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. Ooh. Hey, what's up? Raven, hi. Oh my gosh, you guys. All the cool kids are here. Allison. It's just tradition now. Awesome. Oh, it's so good to see y'all. You did? Oh my gosh, I would love to see them. No Injustice. No Injustice apparently made anti-animal use stickers. That's awesome. Yes, I will keep my eye out for that. Thank you for doing that. That's awesome. I want everybody to have like their own version of anti-animal use because it really shouldn't be about whoever started whatever. It's about speaking up for the animals. So that's exciting. You made stickers. So many potatoes. All the potatoes. I love potatoes. Awesome. Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So glad to see y'all here. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and get this started. Oh, do I need to put a light on this side? No, that's fine. All right, we are live. Let's see. Oh, this might mess up my sticker on my. Oops. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull that separate. And while we're here, we'll just grab that. Don't worry, guys. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I promise. I did almost a boomer thing. I put a sticker on my screen because I have two screens. And to make this take up that whole 9 by 16, I have to go beyond my frame. So luckily I have two screens, so I can do that. But I don't know where to where that exact spot was, so I put a sticker there. I'm not a boomer, but that's definitely a boomer thing. No offense to the boomers. Obviously, you can tell I was gardening. All right. So, might be fine there. This is what I want. That probably looks okay there, right? Doesn't need to go smaller. Vegan heretic, boomer. It's funny. I'm gonna move it over, like over here. That seems better. I apologize for my gardening voice. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. It's because I didn't really talk this morning. I was kind of just puttering around. Not that you need to hear that. Oh, I love the green hearts. All right. So, hey, TikTokers, I'm being the stoner lady. You can call me Anna, VSL, whatever. I'm just here to ask, if you love animals, why aren't you vegan yet? And, you know, veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. I got these stickers. So Fair Stickers has a lot of stickers, and I went perusing through their new stuff. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I have it up here. So I put them on here. What's this one? Look at that. Vegan definition. Oh, it's not perfect, but whatever. But yeah, so the Vegan Society's definition, their official definition, I have for overlay. Yeah, don't be a flesh breath. That's gross. What's up, David? I didn't see your comment on YouTube. I saw it on the train. I love it. I love it so much. Should I leave that there? No, that's where the chat is. But anyway, gotta figure out where to turn it off. That's not it. There it is. Wrong one. There's too many buttons, guys. Too many buttons. It's probably for the best. Because I was asking about my bean juice, thinking I was making a funny, and it was not that clever. So. There we go. That's better. Can't hear you. What? Why do some vegans prefer goat milk? No vegan prefers goat milk. Or do you mean like when they were still exploiting animals, they have a pattern? I never drank goat's milk when I did use animals. I've had it, but it wasn't something that I would go to like, oh, this is a lesser evil. My chickens live a better life than most of you in the chat. They roam free, but for some reason come back to their coop of their own free will. Vegan diets result in more deaths per calorie than eggs. Well, so the thing is, even if using chickens resulted in fewer incidental deaths, incidental deaths out here don't justify exploiting and enslaving someone. Your chicken wasn't naturally evolved to have an egg a day. They were naturally evolved to have a couple of eggs every like part of the year. They'd have up to like 15, 12 to 15. Now they lay 300. That's because of us. We made them mate with each other when they weren't necessarily attracted to each other. We just appreciated the genetic makeup of each one and wanted their babies to be so deformed they fit our needs. And we did that over and over and over again. And we're still doing it to them to this day because they're trying to get even more eggs out of them. When they lay eggs, that takes everything. It takes a lot out of their body. It's like 10% of their calcium per egg. And you have to get that back to their body. Otherwise, they'll stop living. But can you imagine being born? And first off, based off of your gender, either being left to live or be thrown into a macerator gas tank or crushed, drowned, or tied off in a bag. because that's what happens to all of their brothers in the egg industry. Is that fair? Is it fair then to find out that your mother is in a grape shack where she has been probably graped to death in her feces so that you could have been the perfect slave? How about you forever carrying this weight day after day because your oppressor wanted that? You see why that's right? It doesn't really matter what you're going to say about incidental deaths. It doesn't give you the right to enslave and exploit someone on purpose. If I hate eating someone, I hate them. It's funny because I would think it'd be other way around. If you hate someone, you'd be more willing to consume them, right? Like that's not something you do out of respect. I don't eat. When my grandmother passed away, I didn't eat her, right? That would have been disrespectful to her body. Of course, you can ask a genuine question. I don't know why you need to ask me that. Just ask the question. You can tag my name in it and then put the question. Yeah, that too. Plants are not sentient, but even if they were, it'd be better to eat them directly because we feed most of them to other animals. But the main point and the real point, because we have evidence that animals are sentient, that they feel and care, is that you don't need to demand their exploitation or perpetuate it or be a part of it or normalize it, right? Stop viewing someone as a something for you to use. What's up, Alexandria? Go check out The Radical Vegan and check out her resources because she's an amazing activist. Not only is she out there on the streets, she's also advocating groups. She's got her own group things going on. And she also provides help for other activists on her Right Loud Vegan page. Please go check her out. If you're not following her, you should be. Great activist. All the signs that we use when we're doing street activism are from her. And she even designed one for us. So if you don't really find exactly what you're looking for, have a conversation with her. Maybe she'll help you out. Yeah, it's not about if eating someone else's muscle is good for you. It's about that other being needing that muscle to move around and live. They care about themselves and they want to live. Sorry, I have my light at a weird angle. There we go. Now I don't have to turn. Yeah, see, it's stuff like that. It tells me that like your mother didn't hug you enough, Ingy. Like, why would you find joy in animals harming each other? That's not okay. Like, yes, it happens. Animals do that, but you don't need to be like focused on it so much. Have you watched Dawes Games video on veganism? I think you'll enjoy it because he reacted to the vegan teacher. I haven't, but I will check that out. Do I have my little tool? I'm gonna take my tool here. Take a little picture so I don't forget. Oh, that makes everything go dark. That's crazy. Okay. Awesome. Okay. What's up, my TikTokers? I didn't have your chat close to me. There we go. Now I can see you. Oh, you know what I don't have up is my guest request, which looks like there's 2 people. Sorry, peeps. Stasia, what's up? I keep saying Stasia, but Stasia. Stasia. Hey, Stasia, what's up?
Hey, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Right on. It's another day. I'm ready to go. Honestly, I've been watching other vegans doing their outreach, and so many activists are getting so good. I'm like, oh, I must steal that. That's good. I like the way you
Yep.
put that.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm feeling good. I was ready today. What's up, Freesia?
Good.
I see you. Awesome. Respect to you, BSL. Oh, Sarah. Hey, what's up? Respect to you too. Okay. Oh, YouTube. I didn't give you the link. Thank you for being in the audience too lately. Like I keep seeing you there. You're amazing. You're always there. Oh, I'm gonna shrink this again. I thought I copied this, but I guess it didn't copy. A little boomer sticker. Okay. So YouTube, you should now be able to request up. There it is, pin the message. Cool. It's pinned in the chat. If you're not vegan and you think that you have a good enough justification to not be vegan, let's talk about it. 18 and older only. Oops. I know my background is weird, so bear with me. It's the only way I can have it so I can have my little train. So I have to have this weird background.
You're not disappearing into it either today. That's good.
Yeah, for now. We'll see how long
Yeah.
it lasts.
For now.
I don't know how to fix it. Like I've been playing with the lighting because that's the only thing I can find to fix is the lighting. Like so it knows where my outline is. But
yeah,
it's still
I know
struggling.
the green screen stuff is weird because that happens to me too.
Yeah. I don't know how TikTok got theirs to be so good. This isn't the TikTok cutout. This is the OBS cutout using
nice.
My graphics card. So that's why it's different. I wish I could use the TikTok one so I could, but the train if I use the TikTok one, it would cut the train out essentially.
Oh yeah, I like the train.
Yeah, the train is fun. I like having my members be able to speak up sometimes. It's kind of fun. All right, let's go ahead and pull someone up. Solar bodies. Hey, are you over 18? Hello? Solar bodies? Okay, it's too loud. I can't handle it that long. Henry K, are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No. Yeah, my dad's gonna be here in like 3 minutes or so.
Oh boy. Sounds like you're not over 18. My dad's gonna be here.
Hello.
Oh no. It's all children this morning.
I know, right?
That's funny. On a Monday morning. Is it vacation time yet? No.
It is.
Oh, it is? Oh, yes. It's still summer. What am I saying?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So the school across from me, I don't know. I don't think they're a regular public school. And they still have events and stuff. So I keep forgetting that it's still summer. I'm like, oh, but there's kids in school right there. I see them with backpacks. Oh gosh. It's a weird school. It's an art school. Weirdos. I'm just kidding. I'm an artist too, so I can say that.
There you go.
Rex.
Hello?
Oh boy. I need everybody under 18 to drop right now and to go ask your guardian why you shouldn't talk to strangers, okay?
Yeah.
That clearly wasn't taught to you. I know you think you're smart, you know your way around the internet, and maybe you can click a few buttons. Congratulations. But these adults that can manipulate you, they can manipulate other adults. So don't think that you're smarter than them. They want you to think that, so you fall into their trap. Please do not go onto adult panels. Jace, are you over 18?
No, but I hunt.
Well, that's sad. See, that's bad parenting, in my opinion. Taking someone who doesn't understand and cannot consent to go do an activity that results in taking someone's everything. That's bad parenting.
Right.
Yeah. I understand it happens, and it's not anything against someone whose parent has done that to them, but it's up to you now to change that and to make better choices. Hunting is not best. Going vegan is best. Hey, Jelly, are you over 18? Maybe. Uh-oh. Okay. Logan, I don't have high hopes. You look like a kid.
Hello.
Are you over 18?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you just look rather young in your image.
That's a bit of an old photo, but thanks.
Oh, I don't know if I believe that. Really? Who is in their 20s using a picture of themselves when they're
Right?
18?
Right? Yeah.
You're updating that picture more often to get out of here. Yeah, that's an
Right?
older picture. Right. That's so funny. When I was younger, I was updating my picture probably like every week. Hey, Victor.
I need protein.
Well, you can get
Oh,
that from
boy.
beans, tempeh, tofu. I actually, oh my gosh, I want to share this real quick. At my farmer's market, there's someone that makes soy-free tofu, and I'm not avoiding soy, but I was curious, so I got some.
Interesting.
Oh, they're so good. I just
Yeah?
never considered other beans or lentils to be fermented into a tempeh, and yeah, it was good.
Interesting.
They did a green lentil and they did a black bean and quinoa. And oddly, that quinoa with the black
Ooh.
bean was good. The crunch with that soft, I don't know, it was a good mix.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. It just also made me go, oh, I mean, soy doesn't have to be what you could make this. Anybody could make this at home, make their
Yep.
own tempeh out of any bean. And I was just impressed with
Yep.
the creativity. I was like, oh, yes. Let's open up those food options. All right. Let's see. Anybody not a child, please leave. They all look like children.
Oh,
So you know what? We're gonna wait out the children for a second. I'm gonna go over
yeah.
real quick what veganism is. Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. I do have a fun sticker here so we can look at the full definition together if we really want. I don't know if I should maybe, because the chat's there, right? Maybe I should put it like over my face. There we go. Is that too tiny? Is that maybe more
It's a
legible?
little tiny, but people can screenshot it and expand it if they need to.
Okay. So it's a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable, that word always gets me, practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, and by extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for the benefit of animals, humans, and the environment. So there you go. That's the true full definition. I always sum it up with an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings, because to me that's less of a mouthful. But it's the same thing. We respect you if you are someone experiencing life.
Yep.
Yeah. So the reason why we're here is to talk to those in our, you're our neighbor. We're all earthlings. And I want to know what's keeping you from making this a more fair world for everyone, regardless of arbitrary traits like skin color, gender, sexual orientation, or species. These are all arbitrary traits that don't change our inherent values, that we care about ourselves and that we want to live, have that next positive experience. So just because it's been normalized, just because it's convenient, does not justify continuing, right? It's more like there's a big fire. I need to find a bucket and start heaving water on this problem. You do that by living vegan, or even better, being a voice for the animals, being an activist in any way. It doesn't necessarily need to be talking, but posting, supporting other activists, just being active and trying to get this liberation movement going, because they're losing their lives every single second because of your demand. And you can opt out. You can feel better and know that they're not there because of you. You don't need to do this. All right, let's see if we can get someone up here. Do you want to add something?
Yeah, I mean, I would just like to add that, unfortunately, there's a lot of cruelty inherently built into these industries that exploit animals. And so if you're purchasing these products, you are supporting those industries, which means you are supporting the cruelty. It continues because you're paying for these products. So that's also something to think about. If you don't agree with animal abuse, if you don't agree with exploitation and oppression, then you should be looking at alternatives, for which there are many these days.
Yeah, exactly. We have so many alternatives. Like even when I first went vegan, just 10 short years ago, there were actually quite a few options, but they weren't that great. I was still excited about them though, because I was like, oh, I still get to participate in culture.
Yeah.
And I don't have to
Yeah.
demand someone's exploitation, and that was great. And then like I don't know if that Anna was here today. Oh my God. I'd be like, what? No one has
I
any
know.
excuse.
I know. I went vegan overnight and I was shocked at how easy it was. Now, granted, I did have a friend who had been vegan for a very long time who helped, but I didn't have a problem finding anything, nothing. And I was really surprised because I thought it would be a lot harder, but it's so easy now because there are so many alternatives,
Yeah,
so many
exactly.
recipes, so many
So
um,
many
so many
recipes.
products. There's cruelty-free products. There's all you have to. You go on Amazon and you research like vegan shampoo, and there's like a list of cruelty-free and vegan shampoos, and it's just so easy to find these alternatives now. They really are plentiful. It's great. It wasn't that easy 30 or 40 years ago, and I know people who have been vegan for like 30 years, and they will tell you it was a lot harder, and they did it. So
Yeah.
there really isn't any excuse today.
The OG pioneers.
That's right.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I would have done it if I was in that time and I came across this information. I would have done whatever I needed to do. But
Yep.
like, I am so grateful for what they have discovered because when I did become vegan, there were already all these alternatives, which made life even
Yep.
easier. So yeah, I often love to think about how long these alternatives have been around, and it's like nobody's really
Well,
had
there's
an excuse
more
for a
and more
long
hitting
time.
the shelves every day.
Exactly, it's just every day getting better.
There's a
Every day it's
big
getting better.
demand. Yep.
Yep.
There's a big demand for plant-based products, and it's not just because of vegans. It's also because of just regular everyday people who are just becoming more and more aware of the cruelty that's involved. With our cleaning products, our hygiene products. The way these animals are like zoos and aquariums. They're prisons.
Yep.
People are becoming more and more aware of this stuff, probably thanks to the animal organizations who do the undercover work and social media. You put something on social media, you can reach people across the globe in a matter of seconds.
Yep.
So it's so
Exactly.
easy to get the information out there that these industries have deliberately tried to hide for decades.
Yep.
People are learning the truth.
They are. And I'm glad that we're getting there. It just needs to happen faster. Let's go.
I know, I agree.
I saw someone say everything that lives and moves about will be food for you. Oh, you're quoting God. Okay. That quote you're actually misquoting because he says the creepy crawly things, and so maybe at best he's saying you can eat lizards, but most likely just bugs. Doesn't matter what, regardless of what your authority figure says, it's the victims, their opinions matter. I could have a God that says I can lock non-vegans in my basement, right? For my pleasure, whatever I want to do. I'm the superior being, so it doesn't matter. My God says that's moral, but it's not moral to the victims, right? Those that would be locked in my basement, having their autonomy robbed and, their freedom robbed, not being able to choose what to do or whatever. Like, that's the same thing that happens to animals. They have their own purpose. They want to be free and root around, have their families and their friends. They're not here for you. They're here with us. But just
Right.
because you have an authority figure that says you can violate someone, it still doesn't give you the right to do so. All
Well,
right.
and like I like to remind people, God wasn't speaking to us in 2026. God was speaking to people that lived back then in biblical times, and they
Yeah.
clearly the world was a different place. They didn't have a lot of options, and there were times when it may have been necessary for them to consume animals and to use animals, but that
Yeah.
still didn't make it right just because they did it out of necessity. But today it's not a necessity, and
Yeah.
these animals are God's creatures as well. And God, knowing that you are blessed to live in a time where you do have alternatives, would want you to choose a kind of more compassionate choice.
I had to look up the word compassion because I've never looked up the actual definition. I just thought of compassion
Yeah.
as someone like caring a lot, which is it's more like you see someone suffering and you have a deep feeling to want to relieve that suffering.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that, Jesus was claimed to be the king of compassion. So it's if he saw an
Yeah.
animal suffering, would he say, yes, this is of my will, or would he be compassionate and want to relieve suffering?
Well, exactly. I don't think God and Jesus Christ, knowing that you could walk into a store and pick something that doesn't involve cruelty. I think that's the choice they would want you to make.
Yeah.
Like, they would not think that, because people back in biblical times didn't have that choice. That's the difference.
Yes.
And as I always say, use your religion to be a better human being, not
Yes.
to continue doing the wrong thing.
Exactly. What's up, Lori?
Hey
Hey,
guys.
Lori.
Hi, how are you, Stassi?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, how are
Good.
you?
Hanging in there.
Yeah, did you have your
Yeah.
surgery recently?
Yes, I did. I had it on the first.
Oh my
Yeah.
Just a little
God.
week ago. Yeah.
It's been 13 days? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, 13 days today. Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
Still don't have my throat back all the way, but it's coming.
Oh man, Lori. I'm glad that are you feeling better?
Yeah, I am feeling a little better. Not so much pain in my neck. So hopefully it did the right thing. It's just the recuperating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's taking forever.
Yeah.
When I'm not eating that much, so that's not helping.
Yes. Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
just can't eat that much. It's nausea. So,
Oh.
but doing better, hanging in there. How are you guys today? You get some good conversations, or
Oh,
just start?
just starting, kind of. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I don't think I have had any conversations yet.
Yeah.
They've
It's
all
been
been
all
children.
children.
Yes,
They're all children.
I was watching yesterday on anti-animal abuse. That was pretty good. How you
Yeah.
guys? That was
Appreciate
good.
you being there.
Yeah, no, always.
I saw someone. So Ian makes a tool so that he can watch the chat, and we were testing it out, and it was a Native American powwow. So and I didn't know what I was watching. We were using the chat to test a tool, but there was someone in there called Two Spirit. I can't remember what their name was. Two Spirit something, and I thought it was you. I was like, oh my God, is that Lori?
Oh.
I got really excited, but I don't think it was you.
No, I haven't been to a powwow in a while. Yeah.
Okay. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, who are you, Lori? Some random crazy white lady coming in.
No. That would have been cool to see, though.
Yeah,
Was it up in
it was fun to
Oregon?
watch. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
are when they have the numbers on them, are they like doing a competition or is it that they're just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it's a
No, they're doing a
competition or it was
yeah.
like they're just powwowing together and it's like this number associates you to a certain group or something. And I didn't
Yeah, no, they're
understand.
doing a competition. Yeah, it's a
It was cool to
competition.
watch. It was cool. But I
Yeah,
just,
it's
like I
pretty
said, I thought it was
interesting.
you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
powwows are great. I used to have a friend that was indigenous, and he used to take us to some of his powwows. I used to have a great time.
Oh, it sounds like
They're
it looks
really
like fun.
cool.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. It was so great to like just see another culture and all
Oh,
of the
yeah.
stuff that they do, and I used to love going.
Oh,
Yeah,
sounds
they're
lovely.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
If you ever get a chance to go see one, definitely go.
Are they open to just people
Oh
coming to
yeah,
watch? Oh, that's
yeah,
cool. Okay, I might look in my area because
yeah.
I know there's definitely nations around us, so I'll see if they got
Yeah,
anything going on.
definitely up
That'd
there.
be cool to watch. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get someone up here. And Lori, you speak up if you want to, but don't feel like you have to.
Okay.
You're welcome to just hang
Yeah,
out here too.
I am 18. So
Are
I
you
just wanted to say I just ate a.
Oh, you gonna come up here and try to troll?
I just ate an everything bagel with vegan cream cheese, and it was pretty damn good.
There you
Oh,
go.
I've been craving that. That sounds so good right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love bagels. They're so
forced
good.
Me
myself to eat
too.
half of them.
That's a good
Hi,
thing to
so
force
I know
down.
you're like debating and everything.
I'm really sorry, guys. If you're under 18, I can't talk to you. It says right there, 18 years and older, okay? I do wish that you could hear what I have to say. You're welcome to hang out in the chat. But first, it's TikTok rules. But second, it's not safe for minors to go up onto panels with adults. There are very
Right.
messed up adults that might do things that are not okay. And so you need to protect yourself by not going up there. Oh, Yeah. They think they know better. I know. When I was young, I thought the same thing. No, I know better. Nobody can mess with me. And then I saw my friends getting manipulated. It's like, oh my God, this is dangerous.
They
Oh,
don't
good
know
good
how
job
to
at throwing
use-
your voice.
Yeah, I mean, you can find their IP address really easy.
Yeah. I mean, it's also a matter of manipulation, right? Because I was around a lot of like where I would work, there were a lot of younger women and older men, and the older men would act like they're just part of the crew. They're cool, whatever, they're hanging out. And it's just like they're trying to get closer to the girls, and it's just ugh, it's ugh. So I understand what
Yeah.
it looks like, and I've seen it happen. I've watched it in front of my very eyes. So don't think that you're above it.
Yeah.
Like those girls I was working with, even though they were young, they were smart. I remember they were very intelligent ladies, but they were still
Yeah.
manipulated. It's because
Yeah.
just being brainwashed day after day, being told the same thing. It can mess with anybody. So, Alex,
Mhm.
are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Are you vegan?
I'm not. My
Okay.
girlfriend's vegan, but I'm
Oh,
trying to get her to not be. Yeah, pretty much her whole family.
okay. So, what does veganism mean?
I believe they don't eat. They don't eat meat, and they also don't eat other like maybe some other stuff as well. It's kind of confusing. I don't know exactly, but I know they don't eat maybe not fishes
Okay.
either or something like that. Something like
What does your girlfriend do?
that. She's a doctor.
Oh, that's great.
Oh.
I have more met for her diet, for being vegan. Has she ever explained what veganism is for her and what she does?
She just doesn't. She just doesn't like the way that it's like the process for it, and she doesn't believe it that it's healthy. That's her reasoning.
Does she use other animal products like milk or eggs?
She uses like almond milk, and then I think for eggs, it's like a liquid thing.
Okay.
Sorry,
Um,
yeah, I don't know
Oh,
exactly
I'm
what.
just curious because some people will say I'm vegan, but they really mean that they just like to eat foods that have that label on them. Veganism is actually comes from this ethical stance against the exploitation of others. So I don't want to demand someone who has the capacity to suffer. I don't want to use them unfairly for my benefit when it's not in their best interest. Do you relate with that?
No, I actually don't. There are some animals that overpopulate. You know that hogs do
Well,
and
so
stuff
that's
like
not my
that.
point, or that's not the point of veganism. The point of veganism is to say you shouldn't exploit others when you don't need to. Do you not agree with that?
But you wouldn't consider an animal an other as you wouldn't be
Why
using
not?
that because they're not humans. They
So,
wouldn't
Are
be considered
you
others.
an animal? Are you an animal, Alex?
Well, yeah, I don't want to get like into religion, but I mean, if we're talking about the
That's
Bible,
not religion. You being an animal isn't religion. That's science and biology. You're
yeah,
an
I guess
animal.
you can say we're also animals, but maybe
we
we're a step
are.
Right.
above them.
We're great
Yeah.
apes.
Right. So what's the difference if somebody wants to go out and eat you because you taste like bacon? All humans do.
Yeah, they could try, and then I have the right to defend myself, right, under the law.
Yeah, you want it
So
to
they could
stop.
try.
Sure. You
Yeah,
want
but there's things that we need from animals like clothes, fur, maybe leather, and people who live in those type of conditions. And I think that's what animals were put on Earth for, to help humans survive.
No, actually, animals were here before humans, and they weren't put on this earth to help humans. They were put on this earth to be with humans, like companions to humans, before other humans came. And you can
You
get
want to be a
everything.
companion to like a tiger or lion or
Hell
a
yeah,
cow?
hell yeah, I'd love it. And I have been companions with cows and other animals.
And hyenas and animals and
All right,
wolves and stuff like that?
Alex, you're getting ridiculous. Okay. If you're relating to the Bible and now you're saying you can't be friends with predators, I want you to know your text says in the end times that the lion will lay with the lamb. Your
That's true.
text says that. So stop making fun of what she's saying. She's using your religion that you're making fun of and pointing out that you're being hypocritical. Your God actually doesn't want you to do this to animals.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now you took it too far. We know that God we know that God actually told us. We know that Jesus ate
Alex,
meat.
it
He
doesn't
ate lamb.
matter. It doesn't
So
matter. It
he
doesn't
told us that we
matter.
can.
Alex, stop
So
talking for a second.
Nowhere in the Bible does it say you need to eat meat or that that is
Yeah, I can be
required.
vegan and join your religion. But what I want to tell you is it's not your authority figure that gives you the right to do something. It's the victim's consent, right? I could have an authority figure that says, and I said this earlier, I can lock non-vegans into my basement for my pleasure. My God says that, right? So if my God says that, is that moral? No, because when you ask the victims, the non-vegans locked in my basement, they would prefer to be free. They would prefer to fill out their own purpose. Same thing with other animals. They are having an experience. They are literally sentient. Just like you, they're having their own subjective experience and weighing out those experiences, making preferences. They want to avoid harm, stay comfortable. So what's the morally relevant difference in your mind that justifies continuing to enslave someone when you don't need to?
that my religion allows me to do it, so therefore I
My
can do it, and
religion
I will do
allows
it.
me to lock non-vegans in my basement. Do you think that's moral?
No, that's not the religion that I would follow. But
Should I stop?
I mean, if you're kidnapping people,
But
that's
my
against the
God
law.
says it's moral. Shouldn't I be allowed to do that?
No, I
Why
mean you can
not? My
try
God
to.
says it. My God says it.
I mean, you're holding another person against their will
Oh, but why is that a problem?
because that is a human being.
So who cares? My God says it's okay. They're not vegan.
Well, you have to explain that in a court of law.
A court of law.
It's
So legality equals morality now.
no, I said it's
You know that
lawful, and I think
slavery
it's
was
moral.
legal at one point, right? You're saying
Yes, I know
because the
that.
law says it's okay for me to violate someone, I will violate someone. That's much like a grapist. If the law says that I can't grape, then maybe I won't. But if it says I can, then I will. You really need someone to tell you what's right and wrong? You can't think for yourself?
No, that would come down to a moral judgment, and I think everyone's moral judgment is going to be different.
Yes. So
I don't look at.
do
Go
you
ahead.
think it's right to grape someone when you don't need to?
I don't think that's okay under any circumstances because that's my
Exactly.
moral compass says
Why?
that it's wrong.
Why? Why is it wrong to grape someone?
My religion tells me not to.
Dude, that is
My
so
morals, my
sad. You can't
family.
think for yourself. You literally said you can, and then you said my authority figure. So you're saying your authority figure thinks for you. You don't think for yourself.
Yeah, my
Oh,
mother
wow.
and
That's
father
so
put morals
sad.
into me.
We're done. Someone that tells me they can't think for themselves, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Somebody that has a girlfriend that's vegan and then is wanting to.
His girlfriend isn't vegan. He's lying.
believe it
He's a
either.
liar.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
Only because when I asked him what's veganism, he's like, they don't eat meat. I'm like, okay,
Right.
Yeah.
so what's your lady doing? And if your lady watches this, I hope that she leaves you or maybe starts to really grill you
Right.
about your stupid responses. Because that was terrible. Again, doesn't matter what your authority figure says that you keep falling back on. You keep saying, I can think for myself. Well, tell me why it's wrong. Well, because somebody cares about themselves. Exactly. The victim cares about themselves, regardless of what your authority figure says. You can be vegan and still worship your God. There are many vegans actually that think it's more godly to be vegan. Many Christians, I meant, think it's more godly to be vegan. I feel bad for his girlfriend too. Vegan heretic. Yeah, go talk to vegan heretic. He'll spank you the correct Christian way.
Yeah.
He knows that info. I know some of it. I know enough to not get tricked. Nyrus.
Hello.
Hey, are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 20 years old.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
What's veganism mean?
You don't consume any animal products. No eggs, no milk, no meat.
What about clothing? Anything about clothing?
No, you don't wear fur, you don't wear
Yeah. What about
Maybe
cosmetics?
I don't use any type of cosmetics, so I don't know.
Well, like shampoo or conditioner, soap. Those are cosmetics too.
So I wash my hair with egg yolk and vinegar.
Okay. Well, the egg yolk you don't need to use anymore. That's gross. That's someone's ovulation.
That's
You want to
not
use my
gross. We've
ovulation to
been
wash
doing
your
it
hair?
for. Okay, so are we gonna have a real debate or are we just gonna insult each other?
I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I was curious what you understood about veganism. I did take it a little far, so I apologize. But veganism is actually an ethical stance that I don't want to demand someone be exploited for me. So those eggs come from somebody whose mother was raped to death so that she was the perfect slave for you to make a bunch of eggs.
Yeah,
They
but not the
originally,
eggs I will use.
whatever eggs you use came out of a bird, and the bird came from a mother who was exploited to death so that her daughter was a perfect egg slave for you. Yes, that is how it works.
Look, all my animals and animal products are from my own.
That doesn't
My
matter.
own.
They come from being bred to be a specific breed that you consume. I assume you don't eat dogs.
No, they are from my own house. I raise
Do you eat
chickens. I
dogs?
mean,
Do you raise and eat dogs?
no, but the
Exactly.
thing is,
You're under the same brainwash that the rest of us are, that you only eat chickens, goats, cows, pigs, turkeys, fish, right? You only have a select animals that you're told to eat. We bred those animals so that they get bigger and are more docile, so they're easier for you to farm in your backyard.
yeah, but
That
I'm telling you,
requires graping them
I don't
over and
participate. I don't
over and
support
over
supermarket
again.
things.
You
I
have to
don't.
grape them over and over again to get the babies that you now have.
Yeah, the
That's
supermarket
inherent.
ones.
Is
The
that fair?
supermarket
Is
ones.
that no? All of them,
Yes.
buddy. All of them. All
No,
of
my
them.
chickens have
All
healthy
of them.
relationships.
Nyrus, shut up for a second. You're so arrogant. You have chickens? Tell me, how long does a chicken live? Go. How long does a chicken live, Nyrus? Tell me. You don't fucking know. How long does
So
a chicken live? How long
7
does a
years.
chicken live?
7 years.
8 years. 8 to 10 years. How many
Well,
eggs do they lay a
mine
year?
a
Are
year.
you Googling?
So
Are you Googling? How
no, I'm
many
not
eggs a year do they
googling
lay?
anything.
How many eggs a year do they lay? How many
I'm
eggs?
300 something like that.
Oh,
More.
300. You think they did that in the nature? You think they did that before we started molesting them? How many eggs did they lay before we did that? How many eggs do they
How?
naturally lay?
Look, so the prompt is if you love
How many
animals,
eggs
why
do they lay, Nyrus? Do you know?
I,
You don't
you're
know.
getting
You know what?
emotional?
Let me
I'm actually
educate you. 13. 13. They laid 13 to 15 eggs. Now they lay 300. Tell me your chickens only lay 13 eggs. Say it with a bold face. Yeah, they don't. They lay them at least multiple a week. Your chickens came from molested mothers. You're purposely birthing someone into existence with a handicap. They will never be able to be independent and are forever dependent on you. That is not fair to breed someone into existence like that. Period.
if I was to live my
Ugh, I don't want to talk to that guy anymore.
No, yeah.
I definitely got heated with him, but I just don't, I couldn't see myself calming down. All right. Back to normal, calming down. Tell me that chickens aren't exploited. They're like one of the most exploited
Right.
beings.
They are, and if they're well taken care of, they can live into their 20s, their late 20s.
I didn't know that. Wow. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but they've just been so abused that their insides collapse in on themselves. So
Yeah,
it's like,
in an environment like animal ag, yeah, they don't live long. But
so there were some people, oh, it's Mel and Steve. I was trying to remember who it was. It's Mel and Steve. If you're not following It's Mel and Steve, go follow them now. They were taking care of a rescue chicken, and I think they had multiples, in fact, and they would die early because they can't, their bodies are growing too big to sustain them. And so it's just, maddening
They'll
when
try
people
the
buy
white
more
chickens.
chickens because it's like you're birthing someone into existence that can't be on their own. And many of them, especially if they're raised for just their flesh, they're like the cruelty is literally, I mean, even the eggs, it's all cruelty bred into their body.
Yeah.
Frustrates me.
And especially the white chickens. Yeah, the white chickens are the ones who are made to grow quickly and can't.
Yeah, the
stand
leghorns. We do vigils, right? You guys know. These are what they look like. They don't look good. They're missing stuff. You know? They're like, clearly they look uncomfortable. I can't even put that weight. That leg has to. All those feathers are missing. They spin their shit miss. Can't tell you how much I love them. These two, they love each other in that stuff. Oh, it would be. Yeah, it makes me so furious. It's probably because I see the chickens more often. I see their suffering up close. And for someone to be like, it's no big deal. I just buy chickens. Well, guess what? These are the same babies. It's the same process.
They're totally suffering.
And they just, nobody cares. It's really disgusting. Like, if these were dogs, these were puppies.
Oh, people would be flipping out.
They would be spiking the tires and getting those animals
Right.
out
Yep.
in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a good, quote unquote, good life. This is not being treated well. Look at them. Look at them. Not to mention they're in cages. Look
Covered
at
in
do they
poop.
look? Yeah, exactly. Their own. This is what you pay for. This is what you support. If you buy eggs or chicken, this is what you pay for. Because you pay for it, this is what you are supporting.
Okay.
You don't need it. You do not need chicken. You do not need eggs. You don't need it.
Don't need it. Don't need it. They need their bodies more than you need
Yep.
whatever comes off of them or in their bodies. Like, if anything, when you have a rescue chicken, you do everything you can to alleviate this condition that they've been forced to endure. You limit as much as you can their egg laying and every practice that you can. That's what I would do. Be like my cat,
Yep.
producing something constantly that's like hairballs, right? And knowing that if she has these giant hairballs too often, it'll kill her. It's the same thing for
Right.
the chickens. If you don't help them maintain it, it will shorten their lives.
Yeah, I mean, imagine giving birth every single day or every other day
Every
or
day.
several times a week. That's
Yeah,
what they're doing.
And as
That's
they get
what
older,
they've genetically modified them to do, to
Yeah.
give birth
Yeah.
almost every single day. It's painful and it sucks up the nutrition from their bodies, and they don't live long even if they're allowed to live, which they're not. It's wrong.
it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yeah. You know, it's
Because
actually
we're not going to pass away without an egg.
exactly. You know, interesting. I found this a while ago, but I hadn't shared this yet. Maybe most people don't know. But like when it comes to egg laying hens, like we've talked about it many times, the males are shredded. When it comes to
Yeah.
the flesh chickens, those chickens, they actually don't differentiate between the genders because they're so young when they're sent to slaughter that they're not even to the age of laying eggs yet. That's how young they are. They haven't even reached sexual maturity.
Yeah,
Just, just to think about it, it's like, good God, what are we doing?
exactly. What are we doing?
What are we
Yeah,
doing?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so disturbing to me that it even got to this point. Never mind that we continue it and that people think it's okay. This is not okay.
Yeah.
This is not okay. Even when it might have been necessary, and it wasn't like this, obviously. It wasn't industrialized when people started doing this out of necessity. But even when they did it out of necessity, it still didn't make it okay.
Yeah. Honestly, the more I hear about history, it sounds like people were trying to get away from using animals because they felt
Yeah.
bad. And the only
Yeah.
time they would consume animals is if they made a sacrifice.
Right.
And then that got manipulated into a type of capitalism.
Yep. Yep.
So that's what yeah. I don't know how true that is. Just my understanding from the pieces I'm picking up. It's just like, oh wow, we've been manipulated to do this like forever.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like it's like the whole milk thing, right? Like
Yeah.
it's the only reason that the industries are the way that they are is because these industries make billions of dollars and they just want to keep making their billions of dollars. The propaganda about how we need this for nutrition is bullshit.
Oh God,
It's
yeah.
just propaganda and marketing to get you to think that you need these products. And we do think we need them because we're taught that, right? When we're born and we're raised, we're all taught that. But you need to question it.
Yep.
You need to start questioning it because we do not need it. And I mean, I always bring up dairy as an example because I don't know why I never thought that was weird. Drinking
the exact example I was going to go to.
Yeah. And I mean, if you think about it, right, humans are mammals. Every single mammal in the animal kingdom drinks their mother's milk in infancy when they're first born, and then they wean off of it. And humans are no different. We drink our mother's milk when we're born, and we wean off of it. There is no adult mammal on this planet that requires milk as an adult. None. It is not necessary. We have been lied to because any nutrient or mineral you can get from milk, you can get from a lot of other food sources. But again, they just want to keep making money. But it's disgusting. I mean, if you believe in women's rights, you shouldn't be supporting dairy. I mean,
yeah.
You know?
If you believe in any rights.
Yeah, these cows are forcefully impregnated. They're graped. I mean, let's call it what it is, right? Just because it's an animal doesn't take away what it is.
If you don't think the lady like penetrating part is great, definitely getting the semen from the male is.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely SA, right? I mean, these animals can't consent, and a lack of consent does not equal permission. It's just the opposite, actually. Yeah. So it's just awful. It's awful. These poor animals, and it's not needed. And there's other ways to make money. You know, we really have to stop this. We have to realize, like we have a million other times with a bunch of other things historically, that what we have done is wrong, and we need to take steps to start to change it right now.
Exactly. And it's not for us, it's for them because they need it
That's
now.
right.
Yeah. If I was
That's
a slave,
right.
I
Think
would
about
want
your
immediate
victim.
liberation.
Yep. Think about if you were that animal. And I know it's hard to put yourself in that place because you know you never will be, but really think about it. You have to think of your victims, and they are your victims. Yep. These animals are not living good lives. They're barely living lives at all because we murder them when they're babies.
Babies. Literal babies.
Yeah. Anywhere from a few months to a few years, these animals are slaughtered for whatever reason, whether it's clothing or and then, you know, the animals that are tested on, and then the zoos and aquariums that have become prisons. It's just not, we need to stop treating the other creatures we share this planet with like this. It's not right. And as moral agents, we have that responsibility. We know right from wrong.
Exactly. And that's the crux of it. With great power comes responsibility, right? We have that knowledge. We know there's consequences to our actions. We know that if someone does something bad to someone else that is aware of what they're doing, they should be held accountable for their actions.
Right.
Like
that's right.
That's the power. And we should, with that responsibility, protect those that are vulnerable, just like Spider-Man.
Right. Not take advantage of them and oppress and exploit them.
Exactly. All right, let's get someone else up here. We've got Swagtastic has been waiting a while, but I was worried that they were one of the children, so we'll find out. Are you over 18?
I'm 23, okay. I'm not exactly going to argue too much because I don't know if you saw in chat, I'm kind of like on board. Being vegan is materially speaking better in every way, but I had more of a question about just veganism in general. Okay. In like an ideal world, would vegans intervene in like animal predation? So like when animals predate on each other in like the natural world, quote unquote, would vegans like intervene and be like, you can't fucking do that, brother?
Okay, so is this scenario like right now?
No. This is like an ideal world where we've accepted, you know, like
all veganism and animals aren't being farmed anymore.
I'm asking like later on, like would vegans intervene in like predation
I think
without
so.
moral.
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah, I think
But
so
I think
too.
it would be a matter of trying to communicate, not forcing them by taking their lives. Because we have AI
Really?
that's already, we're already learning how to communicate. Like they're translating, I think it's blue whale or sperm whale and dairy cows. I think there's others too, but those two are the main ones I learned about. That they're watching their patterns of vocal tones, and they've actually
Hmm.
already learned that cows have names for each other, like they make certain vocal tones for each other, and
Hmm.
whales are even more complex than that. So I think that
Hmm.
there will be a time in our future where we'll be able to actually communicate with other nations, if you will, and we could even talk about
Uh-huh.
morality.
I just don't necessarily think that's. I think it's obviously it's true what you're saying. Blue whales do have a very like unique communication patterns, and every animal is unique in its own biology and it ways it processes information. But I do feel like there is like hard abstract lines that you need a certain level of cognitive like ability to be able to comprehend them. So I don't
Yeah.
know about communication with like maybe specific. I obviously I don't know the studies behind it. Maybe lions do have very like abstract ways of organizing their morals, but I
Well,
don't think they're moral
you were
agents. So you're
asking
gonna
me
have
if
to
vegans would
yeah
intervene, and I'm just saying if we
yeah
have the technologies to do it
intervene
ethically, right, to
yeah.
communicate instead of
Mhm.
forcing, which is what we've always done in the past as humans, right? We've always gone in and been like, "What you're doing is immoral," and we force them without understanding what's going on, right? So
Yeah.
I think that most vegans, because we want to respect autonomy and we want people to fulfill their own purposes, we would try to talk to people other
Hmm.
animals included if we can do so. If we can't communicate, there's not really a lot we can do. Maybe in our corner of the world we can protect those that are being predated upon. I don't think it's right though to go hunting after predators. They didn't choose to be born that way, etc. So
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that is kind of like it's a problem for them because it's honestly never gonna happen. We're cooked before we get to that point, realistically.
so what does
But
this have to do with your choices though?
oh no, I'm a scumbag. Like
Well, that's a
I'm
cop
like
out. Like that's like a
no,
racist saying, "I'm not
yeah.
going to change my ways because I'm a scumbag." Like that's not okay.
No, I
Victims
think
have to deal with that.
yeah, I know. I know all the like I've read the studies. I know being vegan is materially speaking 100% better for you and it also
Well,
aligns better with most ethical compasses. So I've adopted the view that no living organism deserves any rights and therefore I get to cop out
well,
and not be
yeah, that's
vegan.
just a cop out. That's literally you just
Yeah.
saying, "I'm going to
I
do
mean,
whatever I want." That's like what
I mean
Jeffrey Dahmer
technically
did.
not. It's technically because there aren't objective morals, so in the
So
end it is
Jeffrey Dahmer is
personal choice.
okay. We should have not put
Oh,
him in prison
is
and
is he
taken his life.
morally is it objectively morally bad what he did? No,
Ask
it's
his
just I
victims.
guess
Ask his
yeah,
victims.
yeah, it's bad. I think personally I think it's bad what he did, but
Doesn't matter what
objectively
you
you
think.
can't.
What do the
Yeah,
victims think?
they think it's bad too,
Yeah. So
but
what do your
it's also
victims think?
they're not happy about it.
Exactly. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter whose subjective morality is what. What matters, what do
Yeah,
your victims think of their oppression? Do they want to be in that situation?
of course
If
not. No,
if
no, no.
someone if someone was
I get
even
it.
not aware of what's happening to them, is it okay to exploit them?
No, no, no. Of course, no. There's no. Listen, I get it. There's no real argument that I can make because, for example, if I
So
make the argument, yeah, what if everybody's
have you
like racist,
watched
so I can
Dominion?
be racist too?
Have you
Dominion?
watched? Yeah.
Is it like I haven't, so please explain what it is before I
It's
like
just
start
showing you
assuming.
standard practice to know exactly what it is the animals have to go through. For me,
Yeah,
it took
yeah.
watching it because you know that animals. My grandmother, had her own cow farm. My mom grew
Mm,
up on it. They talked about it all the time. There was flesh on our plates every single time we had a
yeah,
holiday. So I
yeah.
understand that there's like this background, but you can change that. You don't have to do whatever is in your habits. You can learn and make better choices. You can
Yeah, I
so
probably
so
should.
for me, I hadn't seen what it took. Like I knew what happened, but I hadn't seen it. When you see these
Yeah.
animals struggling, it's like watching a dog. Like have you ever seen the fur trade? Like how they get furs?
Yeah, no, I have.
Do
It's
you want to buy fur after seeing that?
I mean, it just I just I know I shouldn't, but like it doesn't do that have that
Do you
emotional
have a
toll for me.
companion?
I a companion like a partner?
Well, or a dog or a cat?
No, I don't have any pets, but let's say I did have a dog.
Okay. Have you ever had like a dog or a
Yes,
cat?
I've had a companion before. I've had
Did you love
multiple.
them?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, no. I
for
can't say that because I can't eat a hamburger and be like, yeah, but I love my dog. Like
okay.
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I guess so. The thing is like if you saw somebody going into a grocery store and there was like human baby on the shelf wrapped in
Yeah.
cellophane, the similar way they do little baby pigs, and
Yeah.
that person picked that up and purchased it and went home, what do you think of them?
I again, if I want to stay consistent, I'd have to not care. Like, damn, that's rough.
But see, that you're just biting a bullet. You're not actually listening to your own principles. You're just trying to feel consistent, and that's
Yeah.
resulting in victims losing their lives.
Yeah, I mean, what's worse, like someone who's like willingly like eats meat, or someone who's like at least aware that it's like pretty bad?
They're both bad. I don't think there's a worse. I think you're both still seeing animals as your resource because it's convenient. It's similar to a grapist. A grapist
Yeah.
wants to get their pleasure. And if it was normalized,
true.
right, it's going to happen
Yeah.
more often. And it takes someone recognizing there's a victim to stop, even in the face of that it being normal.
No, you're right.
In the
Yeah,
time
there's
of
nothing-
slavery,
yeah,
what
no,
kind
you're
of
right.
person would you want to be?
No, you're right. You're right. I can't make the argument. No, you're right. I know you're right. And so I should start eating less animal products, and I probably
Are you
will.
actually
I really
motivated to
have
do this though?
I mean, I have to. If I'm so obsessed with consistency, you know, if I'm so obsessed with it, I have to like at least
It's
try
more,
and.
it's not really about do you need to be consistent. It's more like what would you want if you were the victim?
I wouldn't want to be predated upon industrially. Like the
Of
the
course.
systems we've set up are horrible. Of course, I
Yeah.
should minimize my intake of these things, and I should also. It is a systemic issue because it's people are motivated to do these things because they receive it makes them happy or makes them comfortable to engage in these systems. So
Yeah.
obviously, it not only personally does it matter, but it also matters to systemically try and tear down these systems.
I mean, you can do that too, but I'm asking for that first step of just moving your hand in the grocery store. You know,
Yeah.
like just living in alignment with your principles.
Yeah.
Look, I just push this urgency because this movement isn't happening fast enough. People need to stop. If you know it's wrong, stop. If you don't stop, you're the same reason why any other atrocity has gone on as long as it did, because good people stood by and just watched. So take action, do it. You know, be the person you want to be. Like if you were in the time of slavery, would you want to be someone that just went along with it, or would you be the one that
course
was
not.
courageous and stood up for
Of course not.
compassion?
It's easy for me to say. Of course not. Of course not. I should eat less meat. I should.
Okay, here's
use
your
less
first step.
animal.
Here's your first step. Go watch Dominion. It's free on YouTube. Just type in Dominion 2018. You'll find it immediately. It's got a little cow on it. Please watch it, okay?
Yeah. I'll do my best, and I'll start lowering my intake of animal products.
Just remember,
Okay.
if you were
'Cause
the
they-
victim, would you want your oppressor to take baby steps? Because that still results
Not
in a victim.
specifically.
Exactly.
Not
Live how you
specifically,
want
but
your
I-
oppressor to live. Imagine you are that
You're
victim.
cold turkey.
Yeah, cold turkey.
Okay. No, you're right. You're right.
No pun
You're
intended
right.
on that. I don't know what the other. Just you
fair
need to
enough.
stop immediately. Watch that documentary. Okay,
Okay.
that's the motivation you need.
Okay,
If you
okay.
still don't feel motivated, look up more slaughter footage because that's what it is. It's like, do I want to pay for this? If it was happening to dogs, would I be okay with this? Human babies.
I get it. I get it.
Okay.
No, I get it.
I'll
I
let
get
you
it.
go. I know I'm
I'll
harping
do
on
it.
you. It just sounds like you're kind of not. So I'm like, I really want you to grab it, but I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
All right. You have a good day. Sorry, guys. I was harping on him. It's just I felt like he was in the middle, like he was just trying to tell me what I wanted to hear. So I was like, no. I need you to understand. But I shouldn't have harped. That was probably too much. I'm sorry, y'all. Everyone had to watch it.
Oh, you're good.
I was just reading a few comments. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring up the next guy. Unless you guys had any thoughts you wanted to share.
No, well, go ahead.
Okay.
Person.
All right. Baba Boy. I feel like I've talked to you before. Oh, I thought I hit accept. That's weird. Are you over 18? Hi.
Yes, ma'am. I'm 20.
Okay. Are you vegan?
I am not.
Tell me what you understand veganism to mean. I had a hiccup.
Not eating meat and other animal products.
That is a side effect of what we do. Veganism is actually an ethical stance against exploiting others. So if I can avoid demanding someone's exploitation, I avoid demanding it. Does that align with your own principles?
A little bit.
Okay. So for you, what is it that separates feeling sentient animals from feeling sentient humans that like justifies this difference in treatment?
Hold. What did you say?
Oh, okay. So you said you're not vegan, right? So you're
No.
using animals. In your
Yeah.
mind, what makes it okay to do that to them, but not to do to, I assume you would think it would be wrong to do this to a human baby, right?
Well, yeah, and my kind of reasoning on that is animals don't give consent. They don't have rights.
Babies can't. Babies can't give consent.
Well, yeah, but it's a basic human right.
So
that
that's what I was
humans
asking you.
have.
What is it that's different besides our classification? Because that's actually just something that humans made up. We made up all these names for groups. So what is it that, morally speaking, separates human animals from other animals? Okay, let me put it another way. What do 100% of human animals have that other animals don't, that justifies putting knives in animals?
Rights.
So what are rights? What do you mean by that?
Like, you go read the Constitution and it
Oh,
tells
okay.
you.
So legality.
Yeah.
Okay. We've had a lot of immoral laws. Like up until the 90s, men could literally grape their wives and get away with it.
Right.
Do you think that was moral?
No.
Exactly. Morality or legality doesn't equal morality. If anything, legality lags behind because it's us coming together as a people and agreeing on what's right or wrong, and we don't always get it right. But we can talk about it one-on-one. So why is it immoral for a husband to grape his wife?
Well, because she doesn't give consent.
Exactly. She can't give consent. She's experiencing life.
Well,
and
it's
she
not that
doesn't.
She can't. She doesn't.
Okay. She doesn't consent. She's experiencing life, right? She's a sentient being who cares about herself. That's why that's why husbands shouldn't grape their wives, right?
Yeah, and then if you point that towards an animal, it cannot. Like, she doesn't, but an animal cannot give consent.
Okay, so if a woman can't give consent,
Well,
does that
she
mean you can do whatever you
can.
want to her?
No, but
Okay, so
like,
that's
people
not the
speak
reason
up
it's
to
okay to
themselves.
do to
Animals
animals.
don't.
What do 100% of humans have that other animals don't that justifies this difference in treatment?
I don't know.
There is no difference. Morally speaking, we inherently care about ourselves equally. A bunny, a fish, a bird, a deer, a cow, all care about themselves inherently as much as you care about yourself inherently. Inherently means when you're born, you can't separate it from birth. This is in you. You care about yourself. It's part of being sentient.
Right.
Okay. So now that we know, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like a jerk saying this, right?
Okay.
But have you talked to that animal and asked it if it cares about itself?
It doesn't matter if you can communicate with them. We have humans that are nonverbal, that are low cognition. Do you know how we tell if they're sentient?
No.
We watch their behaviors. We watch how they respond to things. We do the same thing for other animals, and we find out they care about themselves. They're sentient. They change their behaviors when they're suffering. They soothe themselves. That means they care about themselves. So knowing that, do you think that might change your mind in the future when you're looking at using animals?
Not really.
So what is it in your mind that makes this okay?
It's not that it makes it okay, but like.
Well, if it's not okay, why do it?
Well, because I want to.
Yeah, but a grapist wants to grape. Just because they want to doesn't make it okay. There's a victim involved. You need consent.
So, but if I don't kill the animal, I just eat the meat.
That's just hiring a hitman. That's the
Right,
same
but I
thing.
wouldn't.
Isn't someone who hires a hitman also held culpable for their actions?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you giving money to the hitman doesn't absolve you from responsibility. You're part of the problem. You're incentivizing and encouraging the oppressor to continue.
Right.
Right. So does this change your mind at all? Like,
Not really. I've just always eaten meat, and I think that it's a natural part of life to eat and slaughter
doesn't
and.
matter what's natural. Death is natural, right? Schmurder is natural.
But
Grape
it's
is
always going to
natural.
happen.
So
It's always
you're
going to
cherry
happen.
picking what's natural, and natural doesn't have anything to do with morality. It's just an explanation of systems, right? What's moral is looking at the victims that are involved. Is it necessary that you rob them of everything, or can you leave them alone? Don't you agree that if you don't need to exploit someone, that you shouldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they care about what's happening to themselves. I understand this is normalized, so it's hard to break outside of that shell of thinking, but it's more like you're now realizing there are victims, and the next step would be just abstaining from demanding their exploitation. And it's really not that hard in today's age. Like, we have so many alternatives in clothing, cosmetics, food, all entertainment. So what's your next situation? Where's your next option on choosing between animal products and not? Is it a meal? Are you in clothes shopping?
Well, I actually, I just do like whatever. I'll eat whatever. Some days I don't eat meat, but then some days I do, and then I wear whatever's in the drawer, like whatever I get from the store is shampoo, conditioner, body wash, like.
So if you were the one that was having shampoo rubbed in your eyes to test it to make sure that it's safe for somebody else, would you find that fair?
No.
Yeah. So don't you think if you were the one oppressed that you would want your oppressor to make that little extra effort to whip out their high-tech computer in their pocket and just scan that barcode to see if it was tested on someone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's lots of apps for that. I think it's called Kitty Cutter. There might be others. Just Google cruelty-free apps or vegan cruelty. Make sure you put vegan and cruelty-free, because the cosmetics industry has gotten a little sneaky. So they'll say something's cruelty-free, but it might have animal products in it. And vegan just means doesn't have animal products in it when it comes to cosmetics. So you have to find both. But they're pretty easy to find. Like I said, all you do is scan it, and then the app tells you. Does that sound like too much work?
Not really.
Okay. So would you be willing to watch a documentary? It sounds like you've been pretty
I've
open.
I've seen it.
You've seen Dominion?
I have.
Can you tell me what you saw?
Can you repeat that? Some called me. Sorry.
Can you tell me what you saw in the movie Dominion?
The movie.
The documentary.
Okay. Well, I saw the process of animals being slaughtered, and
Can you name one of them and like walk me through it?
Yeah, I saw what happens to the animals and all that.
What's the first animal you see? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
Okay, so the
But
first
I
animal
saw
you see
pigs
are
and cows.
Okay. So what they show you is the process that the animals are raised and slaughtered, both large farms, small farms, large slaughterhouses, small slaughterhouses, and they show you almost all the animals, not all. There's still many, many other industries that they couldn't touch because it's a documentary that can only go so long. But most of the animals that we use are covered in that documentary, and it shows you just standard practice. And it's a lot of it is filmed in Australia, but they have actually better laws than we do here in America. And if you want something that's even from a more high welfare country, you can watch Pignorant. Pignorant is made in the UK and was actually filmed recording one of the highest welfare pig farms. They literally have awards for being the most humane. And Joey Carbstrong and his partner, I can't remember, Taryn, they both watched this pig farm And the treatment was really no different than a factory farm. The animals are treated as objects. They're pushed around like they're just bales of hay. When they're sick or hurt, they get beaten with metal rods. So, like, there's just no right way to do this. The workers will always see them as products because they're underpaid, overworked, and have to get through their day. So it's like there's just no right way to do this. Would you be
Right.
willing to watch any footage? Like, where are you from?
The U.S.
Okay. Would you be willing to look up Earthlings? That's actually filmed here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay. Go watch that. And if you're willing, please come back and talk to me about what you saw. Okay.
All right.
Okay. I appreciate you coming up. You have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks. Hey, go vegan. Are you there? Oh, maybe you left. You can request back up. Don't worry, Lori, about inviting people up. If people want to come up, that's fine, but don't. I just don't want to invite people just in case they feel pressured. I don't want them to feel pressured.
Got it.
I appreciate you though. You're great. Oh, vegan heretic! Yes! What's up?
Vegan heretic would come up.
Yay! Hello.
What's up? Welcome
heretic.
up.
Is that what I just did? I just pressed a button.
You did. Welcome, welcome. Don't feel pressured. If you feel like you want to drop, you're totally welcome. I tell everyone that. Come and go as you please. But
No,
so
totally
awesome.
cool. It's just I still don't know how to use this app.
That's okay. You're in good company. Most of us don't. Yeah, it comes from just guessing.
Right.
All right, I'm going to push this little thing in the middle so I'm quiet until I hear some other religious person.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, right on. Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Got an expert on the panel. Oh, we're all experts. What am I saying? We know what we're talking about. Hey, Jesse, are you over 18?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, when you're 18, you're welcome back up.
Oh, thanks, Gatheus.
Aw. Oh, Gatheus. That's so sweet. Hey, Breezy.
Thank you.
Are you over 18? Oh, okay. They see vegan heretic and they're like, I'm changed. Hey,
Hi.
Mike, are you over 18?
I am.
Okay, cool. Are you vegan?
So, I am not.
Okay, real quick, just so we make sure we're on the same page. Do you understand what veganism means?
To a point, yes.
Reflect to me what you understand.
From what I understand, it's the belief of not eating, harming, and using any animal products.
It's pretty close. It's against the exploitation, which means to use someone unfairly or not in their best interest. Go ahead, ask your question.
So on that, like if we look at like before the first settlers came here to the U.S., when it was just Native Americans and they were hunting to survive instead of living off of like crops and stuff.
Well, the colonizers that came over here were helped by Native Americans to learn how to grow things and fend for themselves.
Yeah. But at the same time, they also did like hunt and eat meat and use hides.
I don't understand the question though. What's the question?
But like, if you see like an animal that is hurt, like on the side of the road, or in general, wouldn't you want to like put it out of its misery to stop it from?
I mean,
being
it depends on the situation, but if that's the only thing I can do, of course. So
And then,
veganism
like-
again. So just to be clear, it's not. We're not against. I actually don't know the rules so much with TikTok. It sounds like these words that we're always careful about. It's if we're using them maliciously, like I'm saying, I'm gonna K you, but I'm not saying that. Like, veganism is
Yeah.
not against killing. We'll see what happens. We're against the exploitation, that unfair use. So if you need to protect yourself and the only way to do so is to take your attacker's life, vegans, that doesn't make you not vegan. That makes you just defending yourself. If you're growing crops and you need to protect them, it's understandable that you would take defensive measures. A vegan who's farming, though, typically will look for every way they can deter anyone that's going to enter their gardens before they take lethal action. But we're not against killing, we're against exploitation. So I just don't, if I can avoid using someone unfairly for my benefit, I avoid doing that to them.
And I have a question on something that you talked to one of the other guys about earlier.
Before you ask that, can I ask, do you relate with what I just said? Do you think that's the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, like, if you look at the animal kingdom, going back to like animals and not being able to like consent to anything, then how would like wild animals like lions eat? Because they can't live off of just a like vegan diet. They need meat.
But you're not a lion. You don't need animal flesh. You can eat plants. You have a grocery store. Lions don't have that. You also have what's called moral agency. You understand that there's consequences to your actions, that you can hurt someone, right? And that if someone is aware that they can harm someone and they do it anyway, they should be held accountable for their actions. Those are moral agents. Moral patients are someone that, regardless of their understanding of morality, they're vulnerable to the moral agents. Sorry, there's an echo, so it's hard for me to talk. I'm gonna mute you just so I don't have to hear it. Sorry. Nothing against you. It's just the echo is a little high pitched. I even lost my train of thought. So other animals. Just because other animals are doing something that we deem immoral, it doesn't give us moral license to copy them, because they do other things that are immoral, like infanticide. They'll take out their young if they're too small or they don't like them or they're the competition's baby, Birds will even knock babies out of the nest, So just because animals do it doesn't mean that we should. You can unmute yourself now.
So if you're looking at it like kind of like that, then wouldn't the Vikings and the Spartans have been in the wrong? Because they used to throw their babies off of cliffs.
Yes. You don't think that was wrong? That's hella wrong.
For like that time era though.
Oh, well, that was wrong even then. I'm sure there were dissenting voices even in that time. I'm sure people were not for it. I'm sure it was just something forced on many. Sadly. But even if it was considered normal, we look at it now that it's wrong because we know there's a victim. That baby was already out, clearly sentient, wanted to live. So throwing them down in a pit is not compassionate. So what's stopping you from living, in alignment with your own principles? Like, do you think that it's right to throw babies into caverns? Hello?
I don't know.
Okay. I was like, that was a long pause. You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know if it's bad to throw a baby into a cavern?
So like, because if you think about it this way, like...
Okay. No, I think we're done.
Wow.
This whoever's going to justify throwing babies into holes.
Wow.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen it all.
Wow. Just wow.
Wow. That's terrible. That's just terrible. It's actually people like that scare me, because I'm like, so you don't even know why we respect each other? Ooh. Hey, Parasaurolophus. I cannot pronounce that. I'm so sorry. What's your name?
That was great. You can just call me Brian.
Brian, okay. Brian, are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
Okay, right on. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan. I'm pescatarian essentially, but I'm not too strict of a pescatarian either.
What's your
To be
understanding?
honest,
Okay. What's your understanding of veganism? Like the definition or just what it means?
yeah, it's a philosophical position, it's an ethical position, and then some people consider it a diet. But I'm judging from your conversations that I've been listening to, you are on the ethical side of it for sure, right?
Oh yeah. I mean the word was coined in the 40s to mean the ethical stance. It just because people didn't fully understand the full definition.
Mhm.
To simplify it, people just said, "Oh, you just don't use animals." But it comes from an ethical perspective that I don't want to demand someone's exploitation if I can avoid doing so. Does that align with your own principles?
Well, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to say that like exploitation is inherently immoral, right? Because I think
Well, what's the
something
definition? What's the definition?
I take exploitation just to mean like to make use of something. And
It
then
can mean that to inanimate
Mhm.
objects, but to a sentient being, it says to use someone unfairly or not in their best interest.
Okay, so I mean those are two different things. I hope we agree though, right?
No, I just said
Whether
that it's
something is
to use someone unfairly or not in their best interest.
and I think this is the main issue maybe we have is that I don't think we have an obligation inherently to consider every interest of a sentient creature, right?
Does someone who has the capacity to suffer deserve moral consideration?
I don't think in virtue of them having the ability to suffer, right? Like, because think about that. Why would
If
we
someone
think
has
that?
the capacity to suffer,
Mhm.
do they deserve moral consideration?
Not inherently, and I can explain
So
why.
a
though.
human that is nonverbal and not to the average cognition is fair game to exploit.
No, that doesn't follow from what I said at
Okay.
all.
So
Right? We
what
could
is
have
the
other
moral
reasons for
what
caring
is the
about
morally
humans.
relevant difference between that human I just described and other animals that we exploit? What's the
Yeah.
morally relevant difference?
Yeah, I'm happy to explain that. I want to first clarify why we shouldn't believe that something.
Can you tell me what
merely
the
by
morally relevant difference is first? Just I don't want you to
Yeah, but
monologue
can
forever.
I also
Just get
respond to
to
what
it.
you said before that?
What?
'Cause
To what?
you did say something else, and I want to clarify. I don't want to be left.
I just don't want you to monologue. I want to get to the crux of what your actual moral structure is, not you taking me off
Right.
into
So
red herrings.
yes. So I am someone who believes that morality is subjective. I don't think anything
Okay.
is objectively wrong, right? So
Okay.
things are subjectively wrong. I'm not religious.
That's
They're
fine.
wrong based on our moral goals, right? Essentially. So something can frustrate a moral goal. Like if we have a goal that we want to have a flourishing society, murder is going to obviously be very frustrating to that goal.
Do you
It's
think
not
it's
good at all,
healthy?
right?
Do you think it's healthy to have humans daily murdering animals?
Healthy. I don't think it's healthy in a lot of
It's
ways.
not healthy.
No, but
Who's doing all of this
it's not.
slaughtering?
Sorry?
Who is doing all of this slaughtering?
Humans in factory farms, if that's what you
So
mean.
it's not
No, I would
healthy.
agree.
It's not
Mhm.
healthy for humans to take life from animals every day, and yet you're giving money to the companies that force vulnerable humans to slit the throats of animals 4 to 8 hours a day, 4 to 6 days a week. You're doing that.
hmm Yeah, so I think there are issues, even in my own
How do
perspective, with
you
factory
take the
farming.
life of someone who wanted to live? How do you take their life ethically?
Yeah, can I respond to what you were just saying first? So I agree that factory farming is bad for a lot of reasons, right? But what I
They
wouldn't
still
agree
slaughter on
is
small
that
farms, my friend.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be I want to have a respectful discussion.
It
But you
doesn't
keep
matter.
cutting me off.
I don't have to respect you. You abuse
Okay.
animals. You're just being a Phil bro. We're talking about real victims here. They have real knives
Veganism is a
shoved
philosophical
into their
position as
throats.
well,
Veganism is an ethical stance against the
which is
exploitation of sentient beings. I don't
right.
think that you should be enslaved for my pleasure. Do you
So
agree with that?
ethics
Do you
is
agree
ethics
with
a
that? Do
subject
you
of
agree with that?
philosophy?
Do you agree with what I just said, that you do not deserve to be exploited by me? Do you agree with that?
Okay, you're muting me. You're talking over.
I really don't care to talk to debate bros. If you're going to get meta, I'm going to drop you. Sentience is irrelevant. Sentience is everything. It's the subjective experience that you're having. If you lose your ability to be intelligent, you should still be respected. I don't think that humans that don't think about complex thoughts should be exploited. There is no morally relevant difference between humans and other animals. We are animals. They care about themselves. That's all that matters, is that there's somebody in there experiencing life. When you get Phil, bro, I get frustrated because you're trying to dodge your responsibility instead of being honest. You're trying to be clever. I don't care to do debate bro stuff. I'm here to talk for the animals. They don't want to be used. You do not need to use them, regardless of where you value them. You don't have the right to do what you want to whoever. I guarantee if I brought up the dog scenario, you would say it's wrong to kick dogs for fun, even though morality is subjective, right? People that say morality is subjective don't even understand what they're saying. It's really sad. Ask your victims if they think it's moral. Hey, Philosopher Boda, are you over 18?
Hello. Yes.
Okay. Are you vegan?
I'm not.
Okay. What does veganism mean?
Stopping the exploitation of beings, particularly
Yeah,
animals.
exactly. Why aren't you vegan?
Because I would like to optimize human bodily autonomy.
You can do that and be vegan. In
No, you
fact,
can't.
you know what's funny? Using animals is actually saying it's okay to use arbitrary traits to discriminate against somebody. You're literally saying, I'm going to ignore the fact that you care about yourself because you look different, and I'm going to use your body for my pleasure. I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
What?
it's
How does that teach you to respect?
for being vegan and pushing veganism.
Oh,
It
so
would
you're
actively
just
deny.
worried. You feel bad because I'm telling you you have victims and that hurts your fifis. And you know what? People that stand up in public and make my fifis hurt are bad. I'm going to make you hurt. You know what else alleviates that hurt? Going vegan, knowing that you're not the reason those animals are in that system. They're not being abused and exploited for you because you opted out of that system and stood up, said this isn't right. That's what I think we should do as a people. We should make this world more fair, regardless of your species, regardless of your abilities, how smart you are, what you look like, what skin color you are, what's your sexual orientation. None of these morally matter when it comes to respect. You can respect anybody, even the people you don't like, right? I can hate my neighbor. Does not give me the right to exploit them, even if it's convenient, right? All right. Benchmark. Oh, okay. Let's just take in a second. Hello? I guess not. Tay.
I'm not ready. I'm sweating through my shirt.
Oops. Oh no.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Hey, are you
I
over
was gonna
18?
make. I am. Yes.
I'm going to get my laundry.
You're going to get. So you're not ready?
No.
Oh, I was gonna make my roommate talk to you guys, but
I mean,
he's not ready.
I mean, is your roommate a nice person? I'm willing. I don't care what kind of state you're in. I won't yell at you if you're a nice person. I only meet people at their energy levels, like if they're being dicks.
Oh no, he's so nice.
Oh, I would love to. Don't be nervous to talk to us. We have a great panel of people too. I promise I won't be mean to you unless you are mean to me?
He talked to on someone else's live. He talked to some people. I don't know if Two Spirit might have been there. I'm not sure, but he talked to some vegans on a different live and has been like thinking about it a lot.
Sure.
He left though. I need to.
Oh, okay.
I need to go get him.
Okay. Do you want to drop and then bring him back? I don't want to like.
I'll drop.
pressure
I'll
you
come
guys.
back when he's ready.
Okay. Totally ready for that. Okay. Awesome. That's funny. I'm gonna get my roommate on here. I'm not ready.
Yeah. The name sounds familiar.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
familiar.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah, we've
totally
talked
fine
to-
with answering questions. So.
Yeah, we've talked to Tay before.
Oh, we have?
Well, not we as in like
you.
you.
Got it.
But I mean, yeah, she's been on other vegan lives.
Okay. Okay.
But
Is there
not a
anything I
roommate. This is interesting.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now of what kind of conversation we'll have.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have someone else. We got Little Duck Productions. Hey, Little Duck Productions, are you over 18?
Yes.
Oh,
Please.
I'm sorry. Go ask your guardian why you shouldn't talk to adults on the internet. There's a lot of scary people out there. Please, please don't go on adult panels. I'm going to take a break or not a break. I'm going to pause on bringing people up for a second just because it's a lot of children.
Okay.
But veganism is this ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. I actually put this fun sticker up so we could read the full definition together. Oh, let me scoot it over a little. It's the other way, this way. Oh no, what is that I'm moving? I don't even know. Is that me? There we go. And I kind of see it. I don't know if the YouTube chat's going over it or not. So veganism, a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable, which means as far as you honestly can. Not like, oh, it's convenient. It's as far as actually practicable. Like you can practice this in every facet of your life. So as far as possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, and by extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for the benefit of animals, humans, and the environment. So there you go, guys. That's the full definition. I always summarize it with the ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. There's also the Leslie Cross one, which is humans thriving without exploiting animals or using them in any way. So there you go. We've gotten the full definition now. Now we fully understand veganism and we know how to implement it in our lives. Right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? I still see a lot of these emotional comments. Meat's tasty. I'm going to eat more meat. Blah, blah, blah. Like, tell me that you're emotional and your fifis are hurt without telling me you're emotional and your fifis hurt. Yeah, there is a lot of abuse, sadly, happening everywhere. But the thing is that you shouldn't sit here and be hopeless about things you can't fix. It's fine to be aware of things. If you have the power to make a difference in things, that's great. That's the point. When you're vegan, you recognize, oh, I'm already taking the time, to think about what I'm going to eat. I'm going through that trouble. I'm already going through the trouble of deciding where I'm going to buy my clothes, what they look like, who made them, right? I'm already going through the trouble of deciding what cosmetics I'm going to use and figuring out if I really align with that company or, everyone spends that time. And then once you know what your products are that you like to use that align with your principles, you just, without even thinking about it, you just go to them. And if you're someone who's ethical and wants to make sure things stay the way they are, you check them every once in a while. But that's veganism. It's literally just saying, I'm not going to opt into this anymore. I'm going to take the tiny bit of effort it takes to just walk down the different aisle, to move my hand. And when you do that, you realize veganism is actually an inaction. Because like I said, you're already going through those motions, deciding what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, what you're going to buy. So you're already doing that. It's just not using the animal products that fill those needs. So it's an inaction. You're just not purchasing animal products. Stephen Randall. Oh, I don't know why I said and. Stephen Randall, 7431, $20. Thank you for what you're doing We all know better than to kill and exploit anything. Exactly. Dubs in the chat for Steven. That's so true. Oh, how come I can't? I don't understand. So YouTube, it gives you these icons, right? There's a thumbs up, there's the comments, and then there's a little heart. I can hit the heart, but I can't hit the thumbs up. Everybody hit the thumbs up for me. Thank you so much, Steven. Thank you. Your support, seriously, is that any support. You guys even just being in the comments really makes a difference for me. So thank you for being here, and thank you for sending that, really. Not TikTok, not to advertise. David, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for everybody too. Oh my gosh. Dubs in the chat for David, the 40-year-old vegan. If you're not following the 40-year-old vegan, go follow him. Great activist. He goes live. He just recently did a street outreach that was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Did a really good job. Had a lot of good conversations. A lot of good interactions also on the chat, I felt like. So yeah, great activist. Goes and does a lot of vigils. Puts the spotlight on those places you don't want to look at. Shows you your victims. You can see their eyes, but they're fully alive before they go in, and they come out in pieces. And it's just like, it's that sick feeling, and it smells like disgusting in the air. You can smell the death. So thank you, David, for putting yourself out there and doing that. Please go follow the 40-year-old vegan. Yes, Dubs in the chat. Yes. Also, as you guys see, the Vegan Heretic is up here. Go follow him if you are Christian, or follow any Abrahamic religion, really. Go check him out. He talks about not just, his faith, but also veganism. And he talks about, how they collide with each other, and how your God actually might be more vegan than you thought.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything?
No, you're doing it all great. Like when you were talking to that Genesis 9 girl about the remus, the insects compared to cows, chickens, and pigs, I was like inside, I was just smiling all over. I'm like, oh, I know she read that chapter of my book.
Yes, I definitely got that from you.
I was having so much fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I totally didn't even mention your book. So Vegan Heretic has the book, Vegan versus the Verses, and it's really good. It actually breaks down everything that he talks about on his channel. So definitely go check out his book, Vegan versus the Verses.
And if you don't want to buy the book, save the money. Just go to my channel. It's all free there.
Yeah, he does a lot of great videos. Please go check him out. I've learned a lot from watching Vegan Heretic, and he's just a great vegan. Go check him out.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Awesome. And you go live sometimes just to hang out. And I think that's great, because then you can get even non-vegans in there to kind of like start asking questions. So
yeah, I'm trying to do all that stuff. I've got to learn how to do social media. I am lost on this.
I am right there with you. I seriously, like, there's always a new button, and I'm like, I haven't even gotten the current buttons down yet, and you threw a new one at me. Yeah. All right. Well, I got a request.
It's not easy to figure out.
Say again?
It's not easy to figure it out, like how to go live and stuff like that.
I agree. Like, Lori, it took me forever to like not only figure it out, but also just get that gumption to like hit it.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn, but it's not easy.
It's not. Lori, you're awesome. If you were live, I hope to be there if you go live. I've been missing when some people go live, and I don't want to miss that.
Definitely like to learn.
Well, maybe I'll message you.
She's helped me. Oh, I was going to say she's helped me learn a lot lately, because she's been very kind in inviting me places like onto this chat and all. And I'm just like, wow, that's been helpful. Thank you, Lori.
Oh, I think you're great.
Yeah, Lori's awesome. Lori's an amazing activist. Love you, Lori. You're great. You
Yeah,
too,
you guys
Stasia.
are
You're
all
great too.
Like, they're all great.
Yeah. All right, let's get Evan up here. Evan requested up. Oh, Tay, I see you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, we'll see. I'm so sorry. I brought Evan up first. I didn't see you, Tay. Well, maybe Evan, are you there? Still says you're loading. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Evan. I saw you request up. Tay, welcome back. Oh, thank you for the heart too. I see that. Thank you. You guys ready to talk?
Well, that's an easy That's an easy 2-syllable answer. It's like
Hey.
I just haven't yet.
Hi. So
Sorry.
No worries. So, I guess for clarification, are you guys vegan, and what is the meaning of veganism?
So the meaning of veganism is just like choosing not to exploit animals, not to participate in the exploitation of animals. And I like want to become vegan. I would say I'm vegetarian now.
Okay.
And like I have vegan values, but like I still ate like normal ice cream yesterday, and like I don't know, like I feel guilty about it when I do. I'm like definitely getting there. My roommate is kind of
I know mine will be a slower burn just from life experience. I know it takes me a while to change things about how I live.
Mhm.
That said, I'm already taking steps to buy, less meat when I eat at work, when I eat at the store, or like when I'm grocery shopping. Like, when did we go shopping this weekend or something? Instead of like a bag of chips or like some other type of maybe a cheese or some other type of snack like that, I got, vegetables instead because it's a healthier snack. It's a better snack. It's less harmful to the earth and its ecosystem.
Yeah, I could see. So veganism isn't so much focused on eating vegetables. In fact, I know vegans that actually hate vegetables, but it's more about just doing whatever you want to do without using animal products because you don't want to demand their exploitation, like you said the definition before. It's not, and I'm not here to judge you for even your most recent actions. It's more like, what do you think is holding you back from never picking up another animal product again? What is it in your mind? Is it just that pleasure?
I mean, to some extent, yeah, because for so long I've spent, my life. And I mean, there's a lot of, when I think about, how do I actually want to change my life to align with this type of value set? You kind of got to do a lot of unpacking and reprogramming.
It's funny though. I do agree with you, but I feel like it happens pretty quick because it's a matter of recognizing the wrong. And if you don't see, if you haven't seen what happens, because for me, I read a book when I first went plant-based technically. I read a book called Skinny Bitch. And it told me about the atrocities that were happening to animals in there. But because it was in text and I didn't see it, I didn't take it as seriously. I was like, oh, that's maybe some cases, or maybe the animals that I'm purchasing aren't going through that. It just was far away. So when I was in the store, like, I just did it anyway, even though I felt that slight guilt. When I saw what was happening, though, it was like I couldn't forget that. Covering my eyes didn't do it anymore because it was in my brain.
Right.
So have you ever seen what happens to animals?
yes.
I mean, I grew
I
up in
made him
Arizona.
watch Earthlings.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, even before that, as a kid, like I've worked on farms.
So
I
you've seen
grew
a
up
lot
in
of that.
Arizona. They got dairy farms all over that place, and they're all just disgusting.
Yeah.
So, like, I
Sure.
don't have zero basis for this type of thought process. It's just kind of new to me. So,
Sure. Yeah, we've been so normalized, especially if you were that close to the industry,
because
So
you're taught that it's like the right way to do things and that type of mindset,
yeah.
that it's like this is what's supposed to happen, and that's just not true.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to going against the grain, sometimes doing the right thing isn't comfortable and it makes you look weird because those around you aren't seeing the same atrocity that you are. But there is this relief that happens, this genuinely happens that you feel great that you're not the reason those animals are in there. And I know that sounds kind of foofy la la, but it really is a good feeling to know that when you see those animals suffering, it's not because of you. You're doing everything you can to not cause that, not support their oppressors. For me, when I saw those animals going through that, I have companion animals. I have had cats. In the past, I've had sugar gliders. So I've seen the sentience in other beings. And when I see like the chickens on that truck, I don't know if you saw the vigil footage that I was showing earlier. This here, this is Foster Farms chickens. This is what they look like. This is in my area. This is local. And the thing is like, if you think about if those were puppies, right, you would see the oppression, the atrocity clearly. Dogs shaking in wet conditions, missing most of their fur, not even able to stand up. Would you want to give your money to people that are breeding dogs on purpose like that?
Yeah, never. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been looking a lot recently into what's it like conservation and ways to improve, for lack of a better word, the ethicality of the system, because we can change the system.
Hey,
It's
don't
going to
go.
take a while. It'll be a lot of hard work, but that's
Well, why
kind
do
of
you
the
think
point
these
for me.
systems exist? Why does factory farming exist?
I mean, to feed people,
To
but
meet
that's the
demand.
justification. Because why it really exists is because
humans
they like
are cool.
Yeah,
they
they're
like
demanding
having
it.
dominion over animals, or whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
You are right. There are people that think that way, but the main reason we have factory farming is because there's a demand to have flesh, to have milk and eggs and other animal, body parts and secretions. So since that demand is there, they meet it. And we're already seeing, so people that claim to be vegan make maybe 3% of the full world population. And just with that tiny sliver of increase, we have so many vegan options, So that shows that your demand has great power. Those companies that are the biggest that are raising animals are now also making vegan alternatives because they're losing their audience and they don't want to lose that. So you have a big part to play, even though they make you feel small. You literally prevent 100 to possibly even 300 animals a year from being born into existence. And again, I understand that you don't see this, right? So it's hard to understand that that's what's happening. But if you could imagine, there's a dog.
I mean,
you
to
know that
me,
people
it's
use.
not that hard to imagine, though,
Oh, okay.
because I've seen it as a normal thing.
Okay.
And I think that's the hardest part for me is de-teaching myself that it's normal. Like, that's going to take
You
a
already
minute.
know. Like the way you sound right now, you already recognize you've gotten past that part. You know it's not normal. The part that sounds like you're getting stuck on is the action. There are moments when you're lulled into that hypnotized state that the animals, it doesn't matter, you don't make a difference. So you give your money to the oppressor. Who did that benefit?
I mean, them entirely.
Exactly. So it's a trick that they know you'll fall for every time. At this point, it's kind of like, how tobacco was in trouble for advertising to children. It's because when we're children, as we become adults, we now fall back on nostalgia. We think about these good times, and if we saw cartoons with tobacco, as an adult, this brings me back. Same thing when it comes to what we consume. So as a child, yes, we consumed all of these things and we have nostalgic memories with those we love and good times. But just because we got lulled into that system, you should be aware of what they're doing. And that's honestly what breaks that trance is when you see these images, you're like, that's the manipulation. Seeing happy animals, that's manipulation. That lulls us into this false sense of security that the animals are maybe consenting and that you are actually getting those animals, not the ones that are abused. So it's just about recognizing that everyone is
sorry
someone
I'm
and should be
radical,
used.
but
Oh,
to
no, go
me,
ahead.
that thought process is just fucking ridiculous. I don't understand how
People get
someone
lulled in.
think an animal consents to that cruelty. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. People literally, so what they tell me is because animals can't consent, that they're allowed to do what they want to them. But that would never be the case if it were a
Okay.
human.
So now let's change that argument and apply it in a different setting.
100%. See, you already talk like an animal rights activist. It sounds like to me like you're there. You just maybe need the community because that's what I needed too, was to just be around other vegans to like solidify what I'm doing is right. Because being in a non-vegan world can make you second guess yourself. When you look
All
at the
the time.
victims though, yeah, for sure.
Well,
But when
and that's another thing. Like, I'm thankful
Yeah.
to you, Taylor, for helping me kind of find it, I guess. I don't know.
So what I would do, there's a bunch of vegan challenges, and this way it's not like you have a spotlight on you. and you can process things. There's Animal Justice 21. If you go to my website, antianimaluse.org, it's on there. But if you want to just look it up separately, because it's its own thing, it's called Animal Justice 21. There's a dietitian there and a nutritionist, but more importantly, there's other vegans and vegans willing to be like mentors or just answer questions or be there. You know, it's a community. So would you be willing to check that out? Animal Justice 21?
I mean, I'm looking it up right now.
Awesome. And I want to add, if it ends up not being your, I don't know, vibe, because everyone's different. Maybe that isn't your group. There are so many, there's a couple other challenges like Challenge 22, 10 weeks to vegan. If Animal Justice 21 doesn't work out, it's a great resource. I really like Animal Justice 21. They're probably my favorite. But if that isn't your thing, just Google vegan challenges, and they'll often have a dietitian that you can reach out to, and they'll put you in a community of other vegans that are trying to figure out their hurdles and talk about, you know, how they feel about things and when they get frustrated and such. Because that's what helped me.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Would you be willing? Well, I already asked you. You said you're looking it up now. Is there anything that I can like answer for you? Because I feel like now I'm just ranting at you.
I mean, I don't mind it too bad.
Yeah, I like your videos. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
It's informative.
Yeah. Well, I love talking to honest people, so I can definitely get wrapped up in like trying to inform you. I don't want to overwhelm. So, well, I'm excited you came up here.
I feel like community is like the biggest thing that like I need to like. It's just like hard at like social things. Like I went to my family's house for dinner last night, and like they were having like animal products, and I had to figure out something else to eat.
That is actually something you'll relate with other vegans greatly. It always seems like family are the hardest. Like I can talk to strangers all day, but when it comes to my family, it's like an uphill battle on that one, and it's hard. So yeah, you'll find definitely a connection with other vegans on that. I'm so sorry. What I would do in that situation, if I go to a family's house and they're cooking, everything is animal based, they've put butter and everything, I honestly would just not eat, and I would explain to them why and be like, it's not that I'm against you and I'm not against your great ability to cook. It's that I don't feel comfortable putting someone's corpse in my body. Or you can use whatever language you want. I understand that might sound a little aggressive, but just being honest with them. That's usually the best way to go about it. And when I was vegan, not so much an animal rights activist, but a vegan, I actually found people respected me all the time. They were like, "Oh, I'll help accommodate. That's fine." So.
Oh yes, I did eat ice cream though.
So have you ever tried like cashew-based ice cream?
No, I haven't.
You should check it out. So I used to love dairy ice cream, like from cows. There was even a tradition that my mom, my grandma, and I had at the state fair. We used to go there. There's something called the Dairy Wives, and they make these really tall ice cream cones. And even though I have that strong nostalgic, feelings, we don't do that anymore. And if we were to eat ice cream together, I just get like cashew-based ice cream, and I tell you, it is so close to the same thing because it's so creamy. The cashews are fatty, so they get that nice creamy texture. Oat milk or oat ice cream is another one that I feel like really satisfies that ice cream need. Sometimes also like a mix of soy and oat, or a soy and something else. Sometimes that also is a good combo. But there's like the Ben and Jerry's. They have the non-dairy line. It's actually really good. It's really good.
I've tried their the non-dairy strawberry cheesecake one, and that one is good.
I like that one. There's a lot of different ones. There's also Soy Delicious has the caramel cluster. That's probably my favorite ice cream of all time. It's cashew based. So good. That
sounds
delicious.
Like one I would like too.
Yeah, it's really good. It's pretty common to find that one. Just look it up. I use what's the app called? Because I don't have my groceries delivered, but I use it to see what's in my area. Instacart, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll go on there and I'll see what's in the stores around me to see if they have the products that I'm looking for, and then I'll go get them. But yeah, definitely check out So Delicious or other flavors of the Ben and Jerry's. But just remember, so when it comes to dairy, do you know why vegans don't consume dairy?
Yeah, I mean, these cows are like forced to be pregnant and have
Exactly.
babies so that they'll produce milk. And I know that I know it's terrible.
Watch the documentary Cow. It's just called Cow. It's black and white, and it shows you a dairy cow on what I would consider probably the most humane. It's like the farm that everyone says they get their dairy from, the most humane dairy farm. And I can't remember the name. Stasia, do you remember the name of the cow?
Luma.
Luma. Yes, exactly. So they follow
I'll never
Luma.
forget her name.
Honestly, I remember her face so clearly, and I
Yeah.
remember just like the
Yeah.
scene where she's crying for her baby. But this is like I
Ugh.
said, it's like the most humane farm. They're very sweet to their animals. They didn't even send her to a slaughterhouse, you know.
Right.
But it's still a documentary that shows her exploitation, even on the nicest farms. And I think anybody who can't see the exploitation in dairy, they should watch that. Did you have anything you want to add to that, Stasia? Because you always bring it up, and it's such a good documentary.
I love that movie because, again, the filmmaker actually went to that farm for 4 years to put this documentary together, and she caught some unbelievable moments with this cow Luma, and she doesn't talk to like the people. It's all about this animal, and obviously you see the other animals too, but yeah, it's like VSL said. It's one of the farms that, it's one of the quote unquote good ones. You know what I mean? They call their cows girlies and they obviously name them all. And, there's no, they don't do any of the, they're not like beating them or pulling their tails or any of that
Right.
stuff, They do practice the standard procedures, however, which vegans consider abusive. But this is a farm where they are quote unquote treated well.
Mhm.
But you can still see how their lives they're not living their best lives. They're still being oppressed. They're still being exploited. And a lot of the things they do, like they show you, Luma does give birth. And, they take the baby away like they do. And they show her afterwards. And it's just, and this is what I mean about the moments that this filmmaker catches. It's like, all the cows are all lined up and they're ready to eat. And Luma will not eat. She won't eat. And the camera, she just literally moves her head to the side and lays down. She's so depressed. And you can just see in her eyes how she's feeling. The filmmaker just did an amazing job allowing us to sort of see Luma's life from Luma's perspective, as impossible as that can be, right? It's one of the best films out there that does this. And what I like about it is not that I think anybody that exploits animals should watch some of the more graphic documentaries about what happens. However, this one isn't like that. You know what I mean? It's just a normal day-to-day life of a cow, a specific cow on a dairy farm. And it's just so well done. So well done. So it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, where can I find that?
It's on AMC. I know that it was on AMC Plus, and I think it's on Prime as well. It might be on other streaming platforms as well by now, because it's a few years old now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Just called
definitely Yeah, it's just called Cow, and it's really good.
Yeah, I think that would be really good for me to watch because, even though I know it's that these animals are treated awful, even in even when they're supposedly treated humanely. I know that the dairy industry is terrible, but that is definitely going to be the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just jump in for a second, Tay? I just want to mention Friday I'm going to a slaughterhouse. My background is I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I work for the Canadian government. I always thought we had to eat animals. My whole family worked in this industry. And one day, 12 years ago, I found out that I didn't have to be in this industry anymore. And so the reason I'm going out to the slaughterhouse and Anna's going out and maybe Chip and many others, it's part of a larger project called Project Livestream. But we want to show the public what they're paying for. And the slaughterhouse I go to particularly brings in dairy cows, and often they're still pregnant. Often they have the milk still with them, their udders are massive. And so I don't want to do that. It re-traumatizes me every time I go. It it sucks. I hate it, but I know because of what I saw and what I worked in my past that I have to share it and I have to tell people what's going on. And so like I just it's almost like I want to rattle people to like really go in alignment with what they feel, because you feel guilty for a reason, right? And we all feel guilty. Don't get me wrong, I'm no judge. I worked in these places, right? But there has to come a time where you're like, you put your foot forward and say, like, that's it. I cannot be the reason these mothers, literally mothers, are going into a slaughterhouse. So I just thought I would mention that, and thank you for coming on. And I hope like today's the day that you and your roommate actually make that change.
Awesome. Yeah, Tay. So, yeah. Do you have any thoughts you want to share? Any questions or anything?
I don't think I have any more thoughts. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
We really appreciate honest people.
Follow all of us and feel free to reach out at any time for any reason. We're all willing to help and answer questions and share resources. So definitely follow us.
Yeah.
I do follow all of you.
Oh, good.
I'll follow you back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. All right, Tay. Well, I hope to see you around, and maybe next time we speak, you'll be vegan, and maybe you'll come up on the panel and defend animals, because you guys sound like you know how to defend them. So.
I feel like I feel like mentally I'm there. It's just, actually doing it.
Yes, yes. Well, like I said, check out Animal Justice 21. And if it doesn't work, come back and you can be our community. You're welcome to be with us.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Tay. Thank you both. To you and what was your roommate's name, or a name we could call out for them?
My name's Josh.
Josh. Thank you, Josh, for also being up here. Thank you. Really appreciate you guys' honesty and your patience.
Thank you guys.
Heck yes. All right. We'll see you guys later. Thank you.
See you later.
Awesome. Welcome up, that Chip guy and David. What's up? By the way, Dubs in the chat for Tay and Josh.
We came up at the same time, and I followed Chip's lead here. So
yeah, you guys actually did pop up. I was like, oh, look, it's both of you. Awesome. I love having you guys up here. You're great. Hello. All right. Shall we bring up a guest, or is there anything anybody wants to say before we move on?
no, I thought that was really great. You guys had a wonderful conversation with them. I think sometimes, we just don't take it as seriously. Then we feel guilty. Then we come to a panel, and then I feel like.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry.
Really trying to change her friend, and not change, but make them realize that, it seems like his values are there, right? And I think you guys mentioned how like it's not really that complicated.
Right.
If we can figure it out, I think everybody can figure it out. It's not really a big deal. Just finding your why. The why is important. The how, that's all easy. The why is the most important thing.
Exactly. I say that all the time. It's like, once you figure out the motivation of why we do things, the how, you don't even, honestly, I didn't even give it a second thought of like, where am I going to find all my nutrients? It was more like, I don't want to do this. So I'm going to do whatever I can to not support it, and then figure out how to get all my stuff along the way. Like, I just don't want to support exploitation. Like, I'll eat PB&Js if I have to. But something that's kind of funny. Oh, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say, and it's quite easy.
Yeah.
As hard as it sounds, it's actually very, very easy.
Yeah. I feel like I got excited about every time I learned that there was a new alternative that I could either make or I could go purchase. I was like, oh, like so excited. I get to participate in culture again. Yay.
There was a time there where I was like, I'm never going to be able to eat this and this and this. And I'm like, man, it sucks. I'm like, but I'm still going to do it. I don't really have a choice. I'm not going to be doing this to animals. I know it's not necessary. But then all of a sudden, like you said, these products came out. Like I remember Caesar salad. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to have a Caesar salad. Then they have this amazing Caesar salad that comes out, and it doesn't you don't have to worry about it having cow secretions in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, ew, that's kind of in your head now. And
yes,
yeah, it's
when you understand really what something is, you're just like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I had a guy.
take the exploitation aside, what we're doing is also just gross.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
guy like, "Don't you miss barbecues?" I'm like, "I have fantastic barbecues. What I don't miss is walking in the park and people are having barbecues and I smell like literally your palate changes and you smell rotten body parts, like
Yes.
burning body parts. It's like your whole brain shifts, it
It's like
changes.
that stink when you're at the slaughterhouse. Like I describe it as like
Oh,
profound socks, just like stinky gym socks that have been moldy and just shoved up your nose. I can
yeah,
now smell that when people are cooking flesh. I can smell that smell, that
the same
gamey
thing. Yeah,
stink. Yeah, I'm like, oh, how did I not notice that before? It's because I didn't know. Ugh.
right.
But it does make me sick now. Every time I smell it, I'm like, oh God,
Yeah,
I can tell that's not a potato. That's someone's breast.
it's
Ugh.
true. And the guy earlier, he was mentioning like, I can't believe I was conditioned, but like think about it. We're conditioned at such a young age. We lose like our empathy, so we move to apathy, and right away we're just looking apathetic at animals, like maybe they're second class citizens or something like that. This is formulated into our brains, so it's no wonder why people are like really confused about these topics.
Yep.
But obviously the more you look into it, the more you use your empathy rather than your apathy, then you're going to find the way. Like
Yeah.
it's really simple.
Yep. Exactly. Funny enough, I was talking about this earlier. Had to look up the word compassion because I didn't know what the definition of compassion was. And compassion means to see someone suffering and want to alleviate it, want to do everything you can to alleviate it. And I was like, that is exactly what vegans are. And I feel a little offended when someone says, you're really passionate about this. And it's like, no, I'm compassionate. There's someone suffering and it needs to be alleviated, And I think that we all agree that if someone's suffering, that they shouldn't be suffering. If we can stop it, we should.
Right.
Although
And
it's not
it's
based off
like how
suffering, but
I don't like it when people try to put the word inhumane or ethical into their sentences of still unaliving animals because humane and ethical don't stand for any of that.
yeah,
It's like read the definition.
yeah, exactly. Those words don't match. But oh, I clicked my thing. There we go. We have 101 We Trust. You've been sitting there a minute. Thank you for waiting. Oh, there you are. When you pop in, let me know if you're over 18. Oh, thank you, David. And Christina. Thank you, Ellie. Oh my gosh, David. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lori. I see you sent, what was it? I just scrolled down. Was it 2 roses? Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Gatheist, Vegan Siren, Dashing Grandpa, Sarah, Cole, Carmen. Thank you for the hand hearts. I don't know what that's called. Finger hearts. That's so sweet, you guys. Here it is. Chip. Oh, what is that? Thank you, Vegan Travel. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. I made a sticker, but I haven't used it yet, and I should have. Just as a funny. Where is it? Here it is. Bam! You are an animal abuser.
That one.
That's a funny one.
Yeah, I got it from Fair Sticker. Excuse me. There we go. You can. Oh nope, this way. There you go. That way, if anybody I drop, I'd just be like, "Bam! Here's your sticker." Oh, okay. Now we don't have anyone. So, anybody, if you're not vegan and you think you have a good justification for not being vegan, please request up. If you're in YouTube, I pinned in the chat how to get to where the cool kids are. You can get to TikTok. It's pinned in the chat there at the bottom, or at least for me, it's the bottom. It might be the top for you. Did someone say
Crazy Fox wants to join, but Crazy Fox apparently they cannot because they said they don't have permissions to join or something.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if you can invite them. Crazy Fox 170.
Okay. I sent them an invite. Come on up, Crazy Fox. Would love to talk to you.
Yeah.
If you're on your desktop, although I shouldn't be able to even send a request if you're on your desktop, but often if you're on your desktop, it won't let you up. Or if you maybe broke some rules, sometimes TikTok can get really mean and make it so you can't go on other lives.
Do you have to have a minimum subscriber
I
or
don't know
follower?
anymore. I thought you did. When I first
We
got onto
used
TikTok.
to, but
Say again?
yeah, you used to have like I think at least 200 subscribers in order to join a panel. But it's been my understanding that that's not exactly the case anymore.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think it changed.
Yeah, I think it changed too. They just didn't tell us. Oh my God, look at all those hearts. Oh my God. Why? Wow. I love all the hearts. Yas. Vegan for life. Lisa, let's go. You can spam all the green hearts. That's cool. Okay, I need requests for I sent you one. Can I send it again? I can. Invite sent. You're totally welcome up here. If you're over 18 and you think you have a good justification for not respecting animals, I would love to hear it. Let's talk about it. Meat eating makes you hate everything. Veganism makes you compassionate. You're what you eat. Nice. Hoppoid? I don't know how to say that. P-I-O-D? Hoppoid. That just sounds like fun to say. But so true. Yes, you're so right. Hey, Lewis. Now you see her weird bug? Oh, it's a bug? Oh no, Lisa, I'm so sorry. Oh no, but but the pattern's changing. I think she's just spamming green hearts. Oh. Why didn't it bring you up? It should just bring you up. So it brings you to a window that you can decide to show your face or not. I prefer you don't turn your camera on, but that's the window it brings you to. Did it not do that? Should be just accept and then it brings you up. Dang. It could be TikTok. I wouldn't put it past them. Because I don't have any other requests, I'd be willing to answer your questions in the chat if you can't get up here. Oh, that's so weird. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, all I can do is send you a request. That's all I can do. I don't have you blocked or anything. But like I said, if it's not working, you're welcome to just we'll address it as we see it. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, if you leave and come back, sometimes that does actually fix it. There's so many funny.
Also, maybe you said maybe they're on desktop. I hope they're on mobile.
Yeah, I hope you're on mobile. Desktop, you can't go on other people's panels, which is weird. I prefer to be on my desktop, so I really wish that they would change that. Yeah, you can also try to update mobile. Okay. Yeah, just try leaving the app and then come back. I mean, I'll be here unless somebody else requests up. And we'll still keep an eye on the chat. It looks like we've slowed down a lot because I haven't had any conversations, so we should be able to see you.
There is somebody right now in the queue.
I know. I was like, I'm going to bring up this person, and then we'll keep an eye on the chat, okay, Crazy Fox? And if we can't address it, well, I'll try to make sure I write it down so we can address it after I talk to Zeno. I see you, Zeno. Thank you for requesting. Oh, hey, are you over 18? Are you over 18? Hello?
Hello?
Are you over 18?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, no. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I have heard where there's like kids in the background, and then right as I'm about to kick someone, I hear an adult voice go, "Hi." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I heard a child and I thought it was a child." So now I'm not ever always totally
Right,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, like, is there an adult in the room?
So I take it everyone listening agrees that the only way to be against animal exploitation is to be vegan, that the only way to truly respect animals is to be vegan. If you agree, sit there, say nothing. If you disagree, join. Tell us why.
Oh dang, there was someone there.
There's
I was gonna
somebody in
bring
the
them
queue.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
they disappeared. Did you see their name? I didn't see their name. Someone come up. I'd love to talk to you. Okay, Crazy Fox, you're back. I'll send you another request. You know I'm not lying. YouTube's watching me. They can see me on my button clicking. Dang. Must be TikTok because I don't even see your square. Usually once I send it, I'll see your like loading thing. If you accept it, of course.
I also sent him an invitation now.
Could be on his laptop and doesn't realize that it's not working.
They said they're on mobile, but it could be TikTok.
That's
Or
weird.
Crazy Fox could have an issue with previous behavior,
Yeah,
maybe.
that could be it too. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you break rules, TikTok can stop you from going on panels. No, I don't know. I would think that. So I would go into your activity log or wherever your messages are, and sometimes you'll see that TikTok's giving you a notification like, "Hey, you're not allowed to do something." So that might be the case. But you're welcome to put your question in the chat because I don't have anyone requesting. Although if someone does request, I will end up bringing them up. But I would love to answer your question. Oh, you just joined? Well, welcome. It's crazy
Yeah,
here.
they could be verifying your account as well, so that might take a bit of time.
Yeah.
Because he probably doesn't have enough followers.
Oh,
I think you have to
0
have,
followers.
I think you have to have a lot of followers to come up on a panel too.
Okay. I haven't
I
checked. I
just
feel like the
gave them a
rules.
follow.
Okay.
See if maybe that helps.
All right. Since you have a follow, I will send you another request to come up. We're trying to help you. We're trying to get you up here. Vegan Felic wants me to remind you, Chip, that you need to eat more soy, please. I don't know why please is at the end, but because I'm asking. Got it. Wants you to eat more soy.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been eating a lot of tofu today, so
Right on. Did you hear me talk? Maybe you weren't here. There's actually a restaurant. I don't know what to call them. They make tempeh, but not from soy. So I had a black bean and quinoa tempeh, and I had a green lentil tempeh, and what was the other? I think
damn.
it was a chickpea black bean quinoa mix, and they put a sauce on it, and they made like taco mince, and they made ribs. Oh, so good. I love tempeh though. But just trying different types of tempeh, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good."
Yeah, tempeh's pretty good. I agree.
Yeah, I love tempeh. But I'll eat soy. Not soy. I'll eat tofu. I mean, I'll eat soy, but I'll eat tofu.
Yeah.
Like I could eat it raw now. It's so good. I just love the whole flavor profile of it. So
I think Chip should go to the manufacturer and he should get a discount because he eats more soy and tofu than all of us.
oh, is
The
that
producer of
so?
soy.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't you
The
think you deserve a
farmer.
discount? Like you're probably keeping them in business.
Yeah. I mean, what I like to eat soy with hummus. I just like to dip the tofu in
Little bean on
hummus.
bean
That's
action.
yeah, that's just
Man,
amazing.
I
I'm
love it.
getting hungry now.
I know, right? Oh, I love hummus. That's another thing we get from the farmers market is the hummus from Roundhouse. It's a vegan-owned company too, so they make delicious all these different types of hummus. They make a garlic spread, and I can't stop talking about them. I'm sorry. It's talking about food, and I get excited.
That's a motivator for me.
Same, yeah. Okay, so nobody wants to come up. Everyone's vegan.
Everyone's vegan. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Edamame, I hate it. Tofu has no flavor. It tastes what you put it with. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't mean it can't be good. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, you don't have to like it.
It doesn't have a flavor either. You have to season your meat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so sorry, Crazy Fox. Are you vegan? I'm curious now. Oh, hi, Pickle. Oh, okay. Probably a child. YouTube, same thing for you. If there's some non-vegans in there, I thought I saw one. If you're not vegan, please come up. Come hang out with us, the cool kids at TikTok. Request up. Want to answer your
Crazy
question.
Fox is not vegan, apparently. Oh no.
Oh, okay. So, Crazy Fox, I don't know how long you've been here, but do you understand what veganism means? What does, if you can put it in a short message, summarize it, what does veganism mean? Ooh, smoked tofu. That sounds good.
You have somebody on the queue.
Oh,
named
Kinsey. Hi. Hi. Are you over 18?
Yes.
Right on. Are you vegan?
No, but I was born and raised vegetarian.
All right. What do you understand veganism to mean?
Veganism, to my understanding, is consuming zero animal products, like including milk, eggs. Wait, I don't know what else animals produce.
Yeah. So you're pretty close. That's with our diet, but veganism goes beyond that. Veganism is every aspect of your life. You just don't want to demand someone's exploitation. So I don't wear their skin, their fur. I don't buy cosmetics that were tested on somebody if I can find out.
Okay.
Yeah. So recognizing that somebody is a someone and that nobody that's experiencing life deserves to be treated unfairly.
Okay, I agree with you on that point.
Right on.
But I have a question.
Go for it.
So, so I have this blue tongue skink, and he's an omnivore, and I always feel really bad when he eats like the roaches or the worms or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know your opinions on animals eating animals.
So I would say that when you take someone on, it's your responsibility to give them the best life you can. When it comes to their diet, because I know many vegans that had carnivorous animals before they went vegan, and even some that have adopted carnivorous animals after going vegan. I think that you need to care for that individual, but you need to take focus on your own actions first, and every action that you actually have control over before you start allowing something like your companion's food to interfere with your other choices. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm totally fine with talking about your companion, but what's stopping you from being vegan?
Well, I'm also diabetic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's really, like my diet is already, or like my food options are already crazy limited because, that sort of stuff.
So you're already looking at like the backs of packages and seeing what's in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What if you had access to like a nutritionist and dietitian and were able to ask questions and maybe have a community that you can reflect your hurdles with? Would that change your mind on maybe taking this to the level of actually aligning it with your principles?
I mean, maybe, but it's just so hard and so inaccessible for a lot of people.
Well, for you,
Is it for you?
Yeah, go for it, Chip.
I'm
Yeah,
just like,
for
because diabetes is, I'm assuming you take an insulin shot. So then what's
yes.
the issue?
The issue is there's still like some foods that are like completely off the table for me.
Like what?
Like I'm at like a fucking birthday party and like for my niece, like recently I was at her and I just straight up couldn't eat the cake because it was just too
But
much.
don't eat the cake. Cake probably wasn't vegan anyway.
What? Oh my god.
I fail to see like you see the point that we're trying to make is because veganism is about the animals. It's about respecting animals, and whatever difficulty you may have with your diet because you're diabetic, which is by the way you're already having some difficulty. So adding a little bit of extra difficulty, I don't think would make that big of a difference.
No, it does because it limits everything so much more.
Well, how does it limit it? Because you're already limited by something. So I'm trying to understand what exactly limits it.
Like, I don't know. There's just so little food options that I can have.
Well, what? How is that like? Because the only thing that you're limited by is not eating dairy products, which I'm assuming you don't want to eat anyway, because lactose
What? No,
isn't
no, no,
very
no,
good
no,
for
no,
that.
no, no, no. I can have dairy products as a diabetic.
Yeah, but do you understand what happens to cows, for example, for dairy?
Some cows, yes.
No. So all cows produce milk because
because that's what their bodies naturally do.
Yeah, but so does your body. I'm assuming you're a female. Your body
Ew,
also
I'm not drinking
produces
my own
milk.
breast milk.
No,
What?
no, no, no. Kenzie, focus. When does your
I'm
body
focused.
produce
Sorry.
milk?
So far, it hasn't produced any milk yet.
No, but when does it produce milk?
It hasn't produced milk.
But there's a particular stage in your life when that happens. Do you understand when that happens?
Peace. Can we talk about something else? Because I don't want to hear about a man talking to me about my
Sure.
lactation.
Okay, I can
Sure.
jump. I can jump into this a little bit and then give it
Please.
back to Chip. So, the point that Chip is trying to make is that cows are mammals. You are
Mhm.
also a mammal.
True.
Mammals are known to only lactate after they have a baby.
Ah, I see. Wait,
Yeah.
deadass, I thought we could lactate like whenever.
No, we can only lactate after having a baby. You learn that in school, don't you?
Nah, I was homeschooled.
Okay.
Do
Do
you
you
think
understand?
the question? Yeah, Kenzie, do you think that the cows get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
I think that farmers impregnate them.
Yeah. Would you say that it is fair for the farmers to forcefully impregnate animals?
No.
Okay, that's one part of the equation. When the babies are born, the babies are taken away from their mother. Do you know why?
Is it to like go raise them to be different kinds of cows?
No, it's because if they stay with their mother, they would drink the milk, and we want to get the milk.
Wait, but why isn't there enough milk for everyone?
Because cows don't produce a lot of, I mean, they produce a lot of milk, but not enough to feed everyone. Cows are big creatures. They have to drink a lot of milk, obviously. And they would take a significant portion of the milk that their mother produces, even though, by the way, in nature, a cow would only produce as much as to feed their baby. Because we selectively bred them, they produce a lot more. But even with them producing a lot more, there still isn't enough, not enough to also sell it as well as give to the baby. So they separate the baby from the mother so that they can take the milk. If the baby is born male, what do you think happens to them?
Do they go become leather and or meat?
Yeah, they don't produce milk, so they're useless to the industry. And the females, they separate from their mothers and then get repeatedly impregnated year over year for up to 6 times, maybe 8 times, depending on the cow, depending on the farm. And afterwards, they get unalived. Do you know why they unalive them so early? Because a cow can live for 20, 24 years, but they get unalived at the age of 6 or 8 years old, as I expressed. What do you know why they unalive them so early?
No, why do they do that?
Because they either can't get them pregnant anymore or their milk production declines so much. Essentially, they can't get enough, they're no longer profitable for the farm. Do you think it's fair to treat an animal this way?
Nah.
And do you think that the difficulty that the animal is going through for these products compares to the difficulty that you have towards choosing other products?
Well, girl, I might die. I don't want to go into diabetic shock.
But you can eat something else. You can eat so if it comes to milk, you can eat soy milk or oat milk or almond milk or cashew milk, or there's so many milk alternatives. If it comes to cheese, you can make cashew cheese on your own, or you can just eat cashews, you can eat almonds, you can eat so many things that are vegan: pasta, rice, beans, lentils, chickpeas, bread, whatever. You can eat whatever you want. Just leave the animals alone. It's not that hard.
It kind of is because meat and animal is like literally everywhere. What do you guys think of like sometimes like meat is kind of like the cheapest thing at the grocery store, and so a lot of people have to eat meat or just other animal products because of their financial situation. What do you guys think of those people and like that kind of situation?
Can I just say, sorry,
Yeah.
Chip. It seems like Kenzie, like you're putting yourself as like the person who's the victim here.
No, I'm not.
When the cow is the victim here, right?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to look at everything as a whole, and that some people just straight up don't have access to all vegan products, and so I'm wondering what your guys' opinion on those
Well, yeah, we
that
can talk
situation
about
is.
other people, right? But why don't we talk about you?
About me, but why?
Because you have access.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, no, I don't.
Also,
I live in
Kenzie, we
small
have
town Minnesota. I do not.
Oh my
Kenzie. Just
God,
to
yes, you do.
nip this in the bud. First of all, I'm assuming you do have access to Walmart. Walmart has a lot of great vegan options.
No, the
And
closest Walmart is an hour away.
okay, which supermarkets do you go to?
Target, and there's this like
Ah,
little
come
grocery
on. Target
store.
has so many
Dude, Target
options.
has Oatly.
Yeah, it has a lot of options. But the only thing is, Kenzie, you should know that actually we have studies showing that it is cheaper to be vegan. And the reason why we don't care to speak about what other people's situations is because when we speak to somebody, we like to discuss their own situation. You cannot speak for somebody else's situation, right? Just like how I cannot speak for somebody else's situation. Like I can't make a definitive statement about anybody else. That's why we're asking questions to understand everybody's situation. And based on the question that we've asked you, it seems like you're in a situation where you could theoretically be vegan, correct?
No. To
Can I
me,
interject
to
something?
me, it sounds like you guys are avoiding the question that I asked because you don't have an answer.
Which is
Is
what?
that correct?
Which is what, Kenzie? That what happens if a person cannot afford to be vegan?
Yeah, I want to know your opinion on that.
Sure, then they shouldn't be vegan. We're not advocating for anybody to unalive or be unhealthy. Now, in your
But you
situation,
just told
Kenzie,
me that you just told me that I should become vegan
yeah,
even though
because you
it
can.
goes against my dietary restrictions.
No, it does not. It does not go again. Tell me specifically how dairy is recommended when you're diabetic. How
Okay,
dairy
not
is
just
recommended.
dairy.
Mhm.
I was born vegetarian and
So you
raised
don't consume
vegetarian.
meat anyway. So
No, I
dairy
do
and
eat meat
eggs.
now.
Oh, okay. So you were just saying that you were born vegetarian as if that actually meant something. Okay, then
Yeah, it does
so you do
because
consume animal products. So I'm curious because okay, so you're saying do you have access? You cannot eat tofu, soy chunks because those are available everywhere and you can
those
order
are
them and they're
fucking
much
nasty.
cheaper.
I don't want to put those into my body.
Okay. So wait,
Dude,
just to be
really?
clear, according to you, I don't want to put those in my body. Is according to you equal to the grape and the kidnapping of a baby's cow, right? Like for you, you're saying I don't want to put that in my mouth because I don't like how they taste like. Is the equivalent of yeah, you should then get unalived, raped, and have your babies taken away from you, all because I don't like that thing that I could otherwise eat, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, and you think that's a proportionate response?
Proportionate response.
Yeah. Do you think that's a proportionate response to the idea that somebody, not just one person, but multiple individuals, get exploited to death for you because you don't want to put something in your yummy because it doesn't feel yummy for your tummy, but in fact
Correct.
it is very, very tasty. You just probably haven't had it the right way. So you're saying that your taste pleasure, 10 minutes of taste pleasure, is worth more than a whole animal's life, correct?
No, I'm not saying that.
Wait, but you just said that. What do you mean?
No, I'm not.
Did we not go through the fact that the cows are raped and their babies are unalived? Like, how is it that you're
Can you
not
tell me
saying
your
that?
sources for that?
My sources for that, sure. You can look up the agricultural practices in the United States. They actually mention all of this.
Can you tell me an article? Can you tell me a source?
A source for where this happens to the dairy. By the way, this is an observational data. This isn't so if you're asking me for a source, I can show you a source there. For example, there's an article called 3,000 dairy farms, but this is in Germany, and they studied the welfare index of 3,000 dairy farms, and they do mention these practices there also, yes. And by the way, if you want another source, you can just consult any form of veterinarian manual, because in the veterinarian
my mom a
manuals, they
veterinarian.
also mention all of this. Yeah, so your mom should be well familiar with the fact of that cows are forcefully inseminated, have their babies taken away from them, and unalive if they don't produce milk because they're useless to the farm. This is standard practice.
Yeah, and Kenzie, if you have any questions, I can answer. I've actually been in a court case as an expert witness regarding some of the cases I oversaw as a former CFI inspector, so Canadian Food Inspection Agency inspector. So
Wait, what?
And
Wait, I want to hear about that.
Canada has better welfare laws than America does. And
Wait, I
still
want to hear
David
about
has
these
seen
court
some stuff.
cases. That sounds interesting as hell.
Kenzie, stop trying to deflect from your responsibility of this. You are
No,
literally
I'm dead ass.
demanding.
I just want to hear about the
Kenzie,
court
stop.
cases.
Stop. You've been up here 15 minutes. Why are you not vegan?
Because it's hard to go vegan and it's not
It's not, though.
accessible for everyone.
Who has it harder? You moving in a different part of Target or the animal being walked into the slaughterhouse? Who has it harder?
Well, the animal's gonna die.
Kenzie,
Wouldn't you agree that's harder?
Kenzie, one of my best friends is diabetic and she's living great. She's actually living a lot healthier than she was eating animal products. And if you were to see what I've seen inside animal agriculture, in these processing places, what the animals actually contain as far as hormones, chemicals, drugs, antibiotics, you name it.
Wait, I like what Crazy Fox is saying. We all gotta die one day.
So you're here to troll.
No,
I'm
not.
I guess if that's what you do, if that's your life, wasting people's time who are trying to truthfully have a conversation.
Let's really test her.
Kenzie,
Oh, go
yeah.
ahead, Chip. Go ahead, Chip.
I was just gonna like this whole approach. We're all gonna die. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. Does that mean it's justified for somebody to unalive me earlier?
No.
Okay, so the fact that we're all gonna die, which is
Well,
a thing
pause.
that we can say about all sentient beings, does not justify unaliving them for an optional product, does it?
Well, do you believe that animals are sentient?
I do not believe that. I follow the science that says that.
What's the science? I've dead ass never
Oh, the
heard of.
science. We have the Declaration of Consciousness by the New York Declaration of Consciousness and the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. They're all signed by Nobel laureates, and they're based on several hundreds studies with thousands of data points of empirical data behind them, and they all conclude that the animals, especially mammals, are sentient beings, and yes, they do experience, they have emotions, they feel, they dream, they think, all of the same things we do.
Damn, I never knew that.
How do you think that we determine if a nonverbal human who's not up to the average cognition is sentient? How do we do that?
Ooh, I've never thought about that. I don't know.
We watch their behaviors. We watch how they respond to things. That's how we know that other humans are sentient. We do the same thing with other animals, and so that's how we know that they're sentient. They change their behaviors and soothe themselves, which means they care about themselves and they want to have that next positive experience and avoid harm. Sentience is literally the ability to have a subjective experience of life. So you have your own version of suffering and joy. So now knowing that animals are sentient, does that change your mind on exploiting them?
No.
So if I had a dog and I wanted to get great pleasure and exercise from kicking them, okay. Would you find me kicking the dog moral? I guess not, because you left. She must be vegan now. Most people agree you shouldn't kick the dog for fun and exercise, regardless of your benefits. The dog cares what's happening to themselves, and that's what matters more.
I'm sorry, but how much privilege do you have to say that that the fact that you have a little bit of difficulty finding some food is worth more than somebody else's life? That reeks of privilege.
Oh, it
reeks
totally
of
does.
it.
It does.
Well, that person wasn't the most mature person either. I mean, I think you could tell that by that conversation. She's really immature. I don't know how old she said she was, but
she said she was over 18, but
yeah, I doubt that.
When she started laughing
Not
like
from
that,
not from the way that conversation went.
You're
Yeah.
a teenager, it sounds like it.
Yeah. I mean, the irony is that plant-based diets are actually really good for diabetes. That's the ironic thing. And also, just for people listening, when we talk about plant-based foods and vegan foods, we're not only talking about like the fake meat. That's not, there's foods that are vegan that people already eat, right? Beans, legumes, rice, potatoes, pasta, fruits. I could go on and on and on, but every time people brings up, well, the vegan food is too expensive, we're not just talking about fake meat. And you don't have to eat that stuff. I mean, I hardly ever eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, what we have in front of us, this is the Vegan Daily Dozen. It's just a checklist on how to get everything you need from a whole food plant-based diet. It does mention a B12 supplement. Oh, but the animals that you use are given B12 anyway because we've changed how we farm. We've sanitized our soils. There's not as much cobalt in the soil, so we have to give supplements to the animals you use. Just cut out the middleman, take the supplement yourself. But I mean, and even if you were so scared of a B12 supplement, you shouldn't exploit others. Just find what other way you want to absorb B12. There are whole food sources, but you have to be more careful about it. But just take a supplement. It's so much easier. Like, this is just, we live in a modern world. A lot of things are sanitized, so we have to accommodate for that. We already fortified many other foods already. Salt, even dairy, cow dairy milk is fortified. So, like, don't be afraid of a vitamin. And the rest of this is just whole foods. You can get this from any source. You can support any farmer you wish, right? There's no big vegan that you're supporting. It's just either you're supporting your community or you're just supporting a compassionate choice. You're just no longer demanding animal exploitation. And you don't even need to eat these foods. This is just a suggestion to make sure you get everything you need in a day. I don't really care if you're healthy or not, but I just want to give you every tool to succeed. So you can't blame veganism. You believe in balance in nature. But what does that mean when you say balance? And why do humans have to intervene? Like, nature had its own thing before we started intervening, right? What do you like? Why do we need to keep intervening? It seems like we keep messing things up. If anything, we shouldn't do anything until we're fully informed, right?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, that's such a human centric view of things
Yeah.
when you can't even consider what the interest of the other individual is. They can't even come to the table and say, hey, listen, I would like not to be exploited. I would also not like to be taken, you taking my life away or used and forced to be pregnant or all these other things that happen. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
So terrible. It's like anytime you talk about like the situation the animals are in without admitting that they're a different species, people hear the cruelty and the oppression. They're like, "Oh, that's terrible." And then it's like, "Oh, it's a dairy cow." Oh, that's okay though, because I benefit from that.
Yeah, like someone asked me earlier in the chat, like, why should I be vegan? I said, well, why shouldn't you kick dogs? This is very basic. It's not like this big thing that you have to think about. You understand that if you heard a dog scream and get kicked, that you wouldn't want to do it. You wouldn't want to participate in it, and you might want to stop it.
Exactly.
And that's it. It's just that simple.
Crazy Fox, you can find vegan B12. I didn't see your other comment about your parents though. It's called telepathy tapes. I don't know what that is. We are all conscious beings. Plants are not conscious. They don't have a brain or a central nervous system, but harm elsewhere in the world does not justify enslaving and exploiting someone on purpose. Okay. It happens in war. Okay. You asked me to answer on a question about diabetes, but you didn't actually ask any question. We all got to die one day. Yeah, we already answered that. So I don't know what your question was about your parents and diabetes. The point is that you see animals as the someones that they are, not a resource for you to take advantage of. They're someone. Because technically you could be a resource for somebody, right?
There's another person in the queue, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I had it scrolled down. I didn't see. Yeah, if you guys see that and I'm yapping on, please let me know. I'd rather bring up a guest. Okay, I'm mass typing and chiming in on the convo. Okay, I see. Hey, are you over 18? Oh no.
Hello?
Yep. Hey, it says you have low signal. Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. There might be a delay. Sometimes when I see low signal, there's a delay. So I'll be slow. Just be patient with me.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
you're over 18, correct? I can't remember if I asked.
Yes.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
vegan?
No.
Okay. What do you understand veganism to mean?
Well, I mean, oh, I've heard. I heard what you said about it's just against exploitation.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I generally have no problem with it.
Okay.
In fact, like, yeah, no, I could see it being more economical. I could see
Well,
it
it's not
being
about,
healthier. I see it.
yeah. It's not about economics. I don't actually know what the result would be from that. I would imagine as people come together, we would try to make it a good outcome for us. But for the animals' liberation, regardless of our outcomes, right? They deserve immediate liberation.
Yeah, I see it being healthier. You know, it's more moral.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Why do you say that it's more moral? I agree with you, but I want to know your thoughts.
I mean, I guess I'd just be parroting what you're saying. Like, yeah, like if something doesn't need to have a bad experience, then
What
it's
if I
better
could
that it
what
doesn't.
if I could take their life without them having that bad experience? Do you think that would be okay?
Uh, yeah, I think okay, not better than not taking their life, but
Exactly. I
that's
agree.
that's kind of where I draw the line, where I'm just like,
Okay. So it sounds like you actually understand kind of where we're coming from.
it is
What
just a
is
little.
it that in your mind makes it okay to do this to animals, to continue doing, I should say?
I mean, I guess just no. I guess I'm just saying like it's it's good. It's just not like the top of my priorities.
So
like
when it comes to atrocities in the world, what atrocities do you demand? I would imagine probably none, right?
I want everyone.
By
I just
demand,
want everyone fed and everyone to have rights.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. Do you think though that if someone has the capacity to suffer, but exploiting them gives great benefit to others, do you think it's okay to exploit them? Like maybe they can't defend themselves or they can't speak.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I know you're going towards like animals are humans, but
Well, I guess to be blunt,
I think that's
what's the
where we differ.
difference? What's the difference between us that justifies mistreating animals but not mistreating humans? Like what makes it okay to do one but not the other?
I guess morals is something we created.
Yeah.
Animals don't know morals.
But that doesn't give you right to
An
exploit
animal wouldn't
them.
be punished for.
So should somebody who is unaware
No,
of
I mean,
I'm sorry. I forgot there's a delay. So I started to just start going. I'm really sorry. Say what you're going to say.
I guess I'm just saying like I guess all things are off the table when it's like a creature that doesn't believe in morals. You can't really immorally treat a creature that doesn't know about morals, in my opinion. I mean,
Would you agree there are humans
it
that
just doesn't.
exist? Would you agree there are humans that exist that don't have the understanding of morality?
Yeah, and I say lock them up, and that's kind of
So
immoral,
when
right? Like
someone if
that,
someone lacks morality, it doesn't necessarily mean they're doing something bad. It just means they don't understand the complexity of morality. Babies, for example, don't understand morality, right? Some elderly people who have lost their cognition, they're not doing anything wrong, but maybe they still don't understand morality anymore. Some people are born just not being able to think outside of just being comfortable and they're cared for their whole life. Would you agree those populations should not be exploited just because they don't know morality?
I guess. Yeah, I guess that's not necessarily a good
See, I just
like
for the
qualification.
purposes of the exercise, like I understand that you understand where it's kind of going with the human thing, but just listen to the conversation and listen to the questions and just answer them honestly, and I bet you're going to learn a lot from it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already like I'll say yeah. Like I think the morality thing was where I just kind of was like, that's where I'm stuck because it's like you crunch a bug under your foot on accident.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe somebody should go to jail for that? Should they see repercussions for that?
If someone's driving their car and a human steps in front of that car without the driver being able to react in time, should that driver be put in jail? Or is this just an
No.
incidental?
I mean,
Exactly. It's the same thing.
Depends on the speeding or not.
Right, exactly. Are they being reckless? I agree. If they're being reckless, then yeah, they need to be held accountable. But if they're just doing what they're supposed to and incidentally harm happens, that's not their. I mean, we don't want that to happen. If we can avoid that harm, we should put up railings, right, to keep people from wandering into the roads. But that person that was driving isn't doing anything necessarily wrong. Just like if you're walking around and you unaware step on a bug, you're not a bad person. It's incidental. It happens. But if you're out there stomping around looking for bugs, like that tells me your morality is a little tweaked because you're not caring about the experience of those that you're crushing and you're using them for some gratification.
Yeah, I mean, on the gratification thing, I just kind of feel like again, there's just so many small things that make me like kind of not care or
veganism's not
look at
perfect.
this.
Veganism isn't about perfection. It's not about being a naked monk in the middle of the woods, never moving. It's about living your life practicably, not exploiting others. So as far as I realistically, honestly can, when it comes to my food, everything that I want to eat, there's a vegan alternative. And if there's not, I can go without. I will thrive without whatever it is I'm craving when it comes to food because I know we have everything now. Same thing for clothing, same thing for my cosmetics, right? So the point is that I'm looking at all the options in front of me. And when I have a choice to avoid demanding someone's exploitation, I take advantage of that moment. I don't exploit them. Does that make sense?
See, another issue I got is essentially like I see owning a pet as exploitation.
Well, so
personally.
if owning a pet to you is exploitation, what does farming look like to you?
I mean, I'd agree. I guess it's also exploitation.
Yeah,
But
wouldn't
I
you say it's even
think
worse? Because those animals are born on purpose with a handicap to be raised to literally have their heads taken off of their body. Like if we did that with dogs,
it's probably worse. I just find
I mean, dogs
most
are exploited too. Don't get me wrong, but go ahead, Chip.
I just find most vegans also have pets and they love pets and and you just like having a pet is inherently self-serving like that to me is like it's exploitation for your own like enjoyment versus like what an animal wants to do in being like wild and stuff like that. So it just kind of like it doesn't square with me.
So I want to answer it, but so just to be clear, when it comes to pets, every single vegan is against the pet industry. We have a problem with breeding animals for the sole purpose of them being a companion. As you just said, it's exploitation. And yes, veganism is not a diet, it's about a lot of other things, and pet industry is one of those. However, if there is a dog that's kept in a cage in a shelter, and maybe this dog will be unalived, maybe this dog will not be unalived, but they'll just remain that shelter in a cage. And you want to take them home, and you're going to treat them as an individual, and you're going to take care of them, and they're just going to be in your home. I don't see the problem with that. You're not exploiting them. You're just giving them a better life than they otherwise would have had.
Yeah, I'd like to speak on this too because it's and I understand why non-vegans bring up the pet thing. I get it. And to Chip's point, we do not I personally don't think that humans ever should have domesticated any animal, right? And I do believe we should stop breeding all animals. Period, full stop. But we did domesticate animals and we are still breeding them, especially cats and dogs. And what we have created is a problem where, number one, these animals are dependent on us. And number two, humans being what they are, a lot of them have abandoned these animals. And to Chip's point, they're either going to live their lives in a cage or they're going to be put down simply because nobody wants them. And we don't agree with that. Why should the animals suffer? And why should the animal have to give up their life because of a problem we created, right? And so the way a vegan would look at it is we would never purchase a pet from a breeder or a pet store or anything like that. We would rescue it from a shelter, from a shelter, and we are providing sanctuary to these animals in our homes. And I would argue, because there are people like me, I don't just adopt any animal in a shelter. I adopt a very specific kind of cat. Usually the cats I adopt have been returned because people don't want to deal with them because there are behavioral issues and other issues. So I intentionally adopt animals that nobody else would want. So I'm not really getting out of it what people would get out of getting a quote unquote normal cat. I'm providing a home for these animals just so that they have a place where they're cared for and loved and taken care of, despite the fact that they're not cuddly, snuggly lap cats. So some of us do rescue animals that aren't, it's not self-serving because we don't really get out of it what people would normally get out of a quote unquote normal pet.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand it's a valid concern, but I hope that that makes sense, is that we don't want to see these animals lose their lives or live in cages any more than any other animal, right? And again, humans have created this problem. We're just trying to help until we, as a society, can figure out that we just need to stop breeding them, and we shouldn't, because I agree with you, we should not domesticate these animals. Pets should not be a thing, but they are. So we provide sanctuary. Like when my cat passes away, I'm not going to eat her. I'm not putting her on Instagram to make her a big star or putting her in cat food commercials. So I'm not exploiting her in any way.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So
Adopt overbreeding for sure.
Does that change your mind on other choices in your life that involve animals?
Well, I mean, on the super selfish level, I don't know, not even selfish. Like, I don't get, I don't know if it's satiety, whatever. I'm just not satiated by like. I try to incorporate salads. I really do. Like,
I hardly eat salads. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that we've been conditioned to view animals as like second-class citizens?
As a whole, yeah. I mean, I don't. Again, I don't necessarily disagree. I don't necessarily disagree with them being like you know. I don't want a dog to vote. I don't want animals to vote. I don't want.
If they had a vote though, if they had a vote, they wouldn't want to be in the position they're in, right?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I don't want them to vote, and you know, I don't want like manslaughter charges to be levied when you accidentally kill an animal. Like, you know, like you know, I think all that makes sense. I think that does make them second class citizens,
But
rightfully so.
what if somebody intentionally unalives an animal? What if they intentionally, for example, harm a
That's animal
dog?
cruelty, right?
Yeah. So do you think this person should suffer some repercussions for it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're proving intent, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely for and anybody who does it on purpose is an asshole. They're sadistic. Like, yeah, like that's
Okay.
terrible. But
But what if, for example, if I have a dog and I do this, I unalive them so that I can use their body as a punching bag? I mean, you'd say that's cruel, right?
yeah, that's cruel. I just, you know, like if a child dies at your hands, no matter the intent, there's an investigation going on. Like if an animal dies at
Okay.
your hands, no matter the intent, You know,
What?
like nobody bats an eye, right? Like unless
Okay.
somebody calls foul on you know, I saw them
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it intentionally. I know they did it intentionally.
No, no, no. But I'm clear that it's intentional. So what if I told you that I brought that dog into existence specifically for that purpose? I give them an excellent life, and at the age of 2 years old, I unalive them and I use their body as a punching bag. And it's all for exercise. I could say I do need to exercise, right? So why would you have an issue with that?
Is that what punching bags are? Like literal actual punching bags?
Well, that's what
If
I
so,
would.
that's new to me.
That's just my tradition, right? That's just what my family has done, and that's just what I've always done for centuries, and it's part of my tradition. So we take dogs, we give them a great life, and at the age of 2, we unalive them in a nice way. You know, pew them in the back of the head, and then we use their body as a punching bag. Would you say that this is right or is this is wrong?
I would say it's fucking barbaric, but it's, you know, ultimately I'd be like, that's you know, if that's truly your culture, like, damn, am I gonna defend an animal or be racist? I think I'm gonna wait, other way around. I'm not gonna be shitting on your culture if that's truly your culture, and I'm gonna
No,
say
no,
sorry. The animal takes an L.
no. So well, that's kind of sad to hear, by the way. But and
I
we
mean
can go down
that's the
that
thing.
route
Like
a different route. No,
certain
and
cultures do really like you know they do terrible things to animals. Like I mean I personally like
so wait. I'm sorry. I don't want to like we can discuss the culture thing afterwards. But I'm interested. Like, what do you think? Somebody choosing to do this to an animal for a trivial product like a punching bag for exercise, which we do need to exercise. If that is wrong, how is that any different than doing the same thing to an animal for food? Because we also need to eat. So how is that any
I don't know.
different?
I guess for food I don't see that as trivial. I mean if it really is just like for products, like yeah, that's I'm all for more like more regulations on things.
Wait, but
You
do you
know,
need to eat a steak?
I I personally feel I do. I need
You
meat.
feel you do,
Like
but do you need to eat a steak? Is there anything that you can't get from plant-based products that you need from that steak?
a full feeling before I go to work.
Well, that's just something that's
I work
subjective, right?
I work as
Like
a
that doesn't really matter. Like this idea of full feeling, you will feel full consuming plant-based products also. So you don't just eat a steak on its own; you eat it alongside other plant products. But I am just genuinely interested. Do you need, and by need I mean if you don't consume a steak, you will die, or your life will you will suffer, or something very badly. Your life will be horrible.
I guess I haven't really given it a fair shot, but you know, there are very few things that actually keep me full, and normally it has to do with some meat product. I mean, like peanut butter is pretty good, but it's not. I'm not eating PB and J's every day. You know,
No, but like
I don't know.
so on top of like how to feel full is a different thing, right? You can feel full in different ways. There's such a thing as satiety index, right? There's a lot of markers on how to get to feel full. But the question about whether you actually need to eat that steak is because you acknowledge that you don't actually need to do it. So steak is a trivial product. So then how can it ever be fair to do much worse than what I explained to do it to a dog, but do it to a cow for such a trivial product? If you're
I'm not going to
yep,
agree with you.
okay.
I'm not going to agree with you that steak that like food is trivial.
No, not food. No, not food. You
I mean,
know, I
steak
could say, just to be
specifically
clear,
meat.
steak is trivial. Animal products are trivial because we can be healthy without them. And if you disagree with the statement, then you disagree with science. You disagree with nutritional science. So if you disagree with nutritional science, I'm interested in how on earth do you know what is healthy and what isn't, since you disagree with nutritional science.
I'm just going based off of my subjective experience with
Oh, okay, but
having to reduce
you,
like meat, and
well,
when I reduce meat,
your subjective experience doesn't tell you what your LDL-C is or your ApoB is. So, in fact, these are markers that the higher they are, the more chances you have of heart disease. So, you have absolutely nothing in your body to indicate to tell you how this feels. And in fact, that's why they call it the silent killer, because these are markers that once they reach a certain threshold, that's it. You are in deep shit. So you have absolutely no markers in your body. And yes, animal products are generally to blame for all of this. So I'm just mainly interested, like, how do you know when something is healthy since you disagree with nutritional science?
and I just listen to my body. Everybody's
Yeah, but
different,
listening
right?
to your body, as we've just established, is not a good enough marker. Because listening to your body, for example, if you eat something sweet, your body will crave more sweet. It doesn't mean it's good. Your body may crave ice cream. It doesn't mean ice cream is healthy. So I don't think that listening to your body means that you will be eating healthy. Do you think that listening to your body means you will be eating healthy?
I guess I can see what you're getting at as far as like I've always eaten meat, so I'm used to eating meat. And if I tried to essentially detox from meat, I could maybe see a better thing. I just have,
I'm an
I get,
ex-slaughterhouse inspector. My whole family worked in agriculture. I turned vegan like 12 years ago in my 30s. If anybody would have had difficulty changing in an environment, it would have been me. And honestly, it just takes the willpower to do so and to view animals, rightfully so, lose that conditioning that we've been brought up to believe that they're living happy lives or there's some sort of a right way to do this. I can't tell you how many animals I saw get executed in front of me, and none of them, not one single one of them, wanted to be in that experience, and they were terrified. So the threshold has to be very high, very high. I don't think taste pleasure justifies it. Just like I don't think someone kicking a dog and them deriving some pleasure out of that is justified either. In fact, the dog might live and the animals are being kicked into gas chambers and being unalived for a steak, man. One body part. When you can get vegan steak, you can get other things that can fill you up. It's just a deconditioning, like you mentioned earlier. You realize that you're seeing this. It's not as if like you're not understanding this, but it seems like you're looking for ways out. And I would suggest that if you're actually here in good faith, that you try to understand as much as you can. It seems like you're almost there, but like why not try it? Why not say, hey, listen, I'm gonna just stop this for the next little while. I'll listen to what the people on the panel say and see if that aligns with me. I mean, it's like really not that difficult. You're not going to die. You're going to probably have a lot of realizations because it seems like you do actually care.
like, okay, I guess, ultimately, if what you want me to say that, yes, this is a self-serving thing, like, I'll give you that. It's a self-serving thing. Like, in the end, if I want to put in the work, I can do that, and I can save animals. I just, like, again, I just find it lower on the totem pole of things I want for society. Again, first I want people fed. First I want human rights.
But
First I
none of
want
this is,
like
first of all, none of this is relevant to the conversation because we're not asking you to be an animal rights activist right now. We are animal rights
I mean
activists. We're asking you to be
I
a
feel like it's a
vegan.
little though.
We're just asking, no, we're just asking you to not be the enemy of the animals. This is a social cause. You claiming you care about human rights is a little bit funny to me because human rights are, we're asking for animal rights. Human rights are animal rights. Animal rights are human rights. They're all individuals and they're all based on the same thing. They all experience life and they all want to live. So this idea that, oh no, I'm concerned more about these individuals because they look like me. Okay, sure, you can fight for their rights. I have no problem with that. But what I'm telling you is just don't oppress them. I'm not telling you to fight for the rights of animals. Don't oppress the animals. Just choose something else. You make choices anyway what you eat, so choose something that doesn't oppress them.
I'd like
Yeah,
to
see, I
ask
don't
you.
know. I mean,
Let me ask you, this might dispel the whole thing of I want to worry about humans first. How many times a day are you demanding that humans experience an atrocity? How many times a day?
are you talking about like the people in the slaughterhouses?
No, well, I guess that could be people that you're demanding exploitation of, but you talk about that you want to make a difference for other humans, but are you demanding humans experience atrocities? Do you want humans to experience atrocities?
No, but I just
When you
again,
go to
like
the
we don't we don't we
store,
don't see it as
I want you to understand my
atrocities. Like,
question. I want you to understand my question. When you go to the store and there's a package that says human exploitation and somehow in it something to benefit you, do you think that you should purchase that?
no, absolutely not. I mean, I think again, we're just going to diverge at humans and animals or people,
So the point
or
is,
both
you
people.
don't demand human atrocities intentionally 3 times a day, correct?
No,
How many
and
times a
if
day?
if something I did,
Hold on. So let's be clear. You do not demand human atrocities 3 times a day. How many times a day are you demanding animal exploitation?
probably at least once.
Precisely. So my point is you don't interact in human atrocities that often. If you buy a phone or clothing or something, it sounds like you're going to take the time to figure out the appropriate clothing or phone that you need to get. When it comes to animal products, you're already going through that process of what am I going to eat tonight, right? So all you have to do is an inaction, not support animal ag. Put something else in there. Beans, tofu, tempeh, seitan, something else. That's it. You don't demand
Yeah, I
human
mean,
atrocities. You do demand animal atrocities. You can make a huge difference just doing an inaction. Does that make
so
sense?
yeah, I don't support human atrocities. I don't want to, at
My
least.
point is you can
But I
advocate for
know.
humans and animal like you can advocate for humans while not demanding animal exploitation. It's very easy.
But I just know that anything I do, or like a lot of things we do, the whole thing about no ethical consumption under capitalism,
Okay,
right? Like
listen. We
I
listen.
have so
Stop,
many
stop, stop,
things
stop,
that
stop,
are
stop, stop,
like,
stop, stop, stop,
hey,
stop.
I
Stop.
have.
Stop. If you're worried about workers in the field, you're compounding that by using animals. And just because there's harm, incidental harm elsewhere in the world, things that we can improve, that doesn't give you the right to purposely enslave and exploit someone. We can improve how we grow crops. You can't remove the exploitation of stealing from someone. So when you go into the store, the more moral choice is to buy the fungus, the seaweed, the plants, not the animal products. You're doubling the humans that you exploit in that situation, not to mention you're literally demanding someone's direct enslavement. So if you're worried about human issues, you're actually compounding it. And you're also still saying that arbitrary discrimination is okay. It's okay to use someone because they're different.
Yeah, but capitalism.
Yeah, it's like you still have a choice, yo. Like that's why you can't go on the market, a free market, and actually buy children's organs, right? You can't go and buy someone to go grape, right? You're limited on what you're allowed to purchase because there's victims, and it's not a perfect system. But you can decide what's right and wrong, even though you might have inappropriate options. You can decide, I don't want to support that. I don't want to help pay for victims, right? It's the middle button. You can unmute.
But capitalism.
Oh.
Capitalism makes him pay
Here's the
for
thing.
all that.
Here's the thing with capitalism. Until you find the little mute button, the thing with capitalism is if there was someone in the park about to go kick a dog for their own pleasure, and then they're going to chop him up and feed him to poor people, right? Would you say that's a good thing that he's kicking the dog? Would you say that's moral? Would you give
No.
them money, even though they're going to do it regardless of if you give them money? I wouldn't give my money
No.
to them.
I don't know. Okay, again, I'm just on my thread of capitalism. I just feel
Did you
like
hear what I just said?
I
What did I
do
just
I
say?
do
What did I just say?
I have it something
Okay,
about
stop for a
kicking a
second. I
dog.
need you to hear what
I
I
don't
said.
know.
I need you to hear what I said. If
I would
someone's
not
going,
support
stop,
kicking a
stop,
dog.
stop, stop, stop. If someone's going to harm a dog, are you going to give them money?
No.
Exactly. So regardless, if capitalism is causing harm, you still don't need to give your money to people that are oppressing animals.
We do though. Like
You don't. What do you need?
no matter
What do
no matter
you
what
need?
you
Stop deflecting. What do
do,
you need?
literally just everything, every
See,
basic
that's a
like
deflection.
housing,
You're just overwhelming
housing. No,
yourself.
no, no,
You
no, no,
don't
no, no,
even
no, no, no,
know.
no.
You need to be specific because when you're violating someone, you better have a really good justification. If you were going to use my body and you're like, you just have all the nutrients. I'm sorry, what? You can find all your nutrients elsewhere. And if you can't figure out what specific nutrient it is, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. You should not exploit someone for it because you don't even know what it is you're exploiting them for. So what's the
Yeah,
moral
I
justification now? Go ahead, Chip. Sorry.
yeah, I know you're 100% right, and like I just don't understand. How can you be so selfish and only think about yourself? Like we're only asking you to choose a different product, and you keep defending this form of violence and exploitation because you get pleasure from it, or because you get some form of benefit from it. But every oppressor throughout our human history has benefited from the oppression. You are right now an oppressor to animals. Why wouldn't you just stop? We're not asking you to fight for them. We're just asking you to stop.
Yeah, and I would argue, like, who's making money off of this? You think this is just like some rosy thing? There's literally billionaires like making all this money off of these innocent animals. They have big mansions, big boats, and they're getting you to exploit baby animals. I mean, like it seems like you're talking about futility, maybe, or nirvana. I don't know, but like
I think futility
you're
does
also
encapsulate a
talking,
little
but
bit.
you're also
Yeah.
talking about humans. If you cared about humans, why would you be for spreading more pandemics? Why would you be more for 1 in 6 people in America contracting a pathogen, E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter? Why would you be for ruining the environment, our health? Why would you be for slaughterhouse workers suffering PTSD, turning to drugs and alcohol? I mean, like anybody taking a life is going to be affected by this exploitation. It's not just like you wash your hands clean and we just throw up the word capitalism and then we don't take an accountability. Like this is a result
That I'm
of
sorry, but that is what we do. That's what all of us do.
yeah,
Like I'm on a phone right now that probably
yeah,
has ties to child like
but you
slavery.
can you
We
can
live in a
find fair
country. We live
phones,
in a
right?
country that's gotten so rich off of the backs of every other country,
Sure, sure.
and to
Do you
the
want
point
that
where
system though? Do
to
you
the
want
point
that
where
system
we're
though?
able to
Do you want that system?
able to police what people eat.
Do you want that system? Answer my question. Do you want that system?
No.
No. So
I
wait,
don't.
we okay, now hear me out. Can you stop war?
No.
So you would vote against it and you would try to if you could, right?
Yeah.
So can you stop poverty? Probably not, right?
No.
But you would be strongly against people being in the streets and living in poverty, right?
Yeah.
Guess what you can do? You can stop eating animals and remove yourself from that equation. Because I can't stop war, I can't stop poverty, I can't stop a lot of injustices. If I could, I would. If I could, I absolutely would. You would too. You'd probably stop bad mining techniques. Maybe you'd find more fair phones and maybe stop big oil. You probably would, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
this is actually one thing you could do to remove yourself that you actually can do for the individuals, the 300 individuals, 1 to 300 individuals, 5,000 to 20,000 individuals that you're going to put into that system. Because again, we're at the table and we're like these kings and queens just having a conversation that doesn't really matter. To us, it's like, oh, what a big deal. They're just animals. Yet to those individuals going to get shot in the face, to have their necks cut open, like they don't have a say. They're not at the table. And all we're asking is for you to do the one thing you can do is just be decent in that regard. Again,
So
like you would stop
again,
war,
yeah.
like again you would stop mining, like you would stop all these things. At least for this, you can actually do something about it.
Right. Okay. I'll just say, like, I agree. I agree. We need to lower consumption, make like conditions better for factory workers, make sure there's no mistreatment, like that whatever, like
I'm an ex-slaughterhouse
bad
inspector.
experiences are minimized. Like I
Animal
agree with all that.
animal
There's no
agriculture
right way to do
began
the wrong thing.
doing all this way back in the day.
Let me tell you the right way to do the wrong thing, because when I go visit Mexico, when I go home and I visit people who are poor, like and
I'm eating celery, by the way.
and you know they have a what's it called, they have a big old field, some animals, like
The empty statements.
Nine
not
nine
no
9% of people are vegan there. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like the right way to do it is like
Not do it at all.
Oh, listen, all this privilege that you have is this idea that you go to somebody, the privilege that you have to say that, like,
listen to what you're fighting for, bro.
Yeah, crashing
Like, what are
out
you
won't help
fighting
you
for?
out. Yet you reek of privilege, dude. You say you go to these countries, you have so much money to travel and go around and do whatever you want. And then all we're asking is you to choose a different product in the store and not oppress animals. And you're like, boo-hoo, I can't, it's difficult for me. Dude, for them it's life and death.
It's all about him. Me. Oh my God, me.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're going to slaughterhouses on Friday to show the world what takes place in these disgusting places. And yet he's me. Well, there you go. This is what he's paying for. You know, uninformed consumer 101. This is what you're paying for.
This is
and
a
you're
local
trying to
farm.
justify this. Exactly. This is in your backyard.
Yep.
They're no,
Oh,
they're
God.
no
Yeah.
better than the spit on your shoe or the shit that gets on your shoe when you're walking down. That's how much you care about the animals. Talking about welfare conditions, what are you talking about? So what was it like? And like more modern age farming started in what, the 1940s or something like
Yeah.
that? Can you imagine the return on your investment if that was your business? And 5 years you were supposed to be this supposedly ethical place? Like, give me a break. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
These
I think what people keep forgetting too, even when you show all this kindness to an animal, like it will always be logical conclusion. You're already in a nice part. You're already seeing someone do something. Look at this compassion between each other. Some of these chickens you can tell they love each other. And they're soothing each other. I don't understand how you can't see their personalities, their sentience, and think that this is okay to support. But even in the nice farms, you're still seeing them as an object. And it's just an inevitable conclusion to pack more and more in tighter spaces to save on costs, because you're now a business. And your product is a someone, but you've taken their someone, viewed them now as an object. You've objectified them. It's no different than human slavery. We're doing the same thing to somebody else. And we've been doing it for even longer. It's terrible. Like, is there ever such a thing as a nice slave owner? Is there ever such a thing as a fair slave owner? Human slave owner? No. Like, why would it be any different for any other sentient, feeling, emotional beings? I don't know. I always think about my companions, those times I've had to say goodbye, and like how we don't want to say goodbye, and that they do want to live, but they're suffering so much that this is just not the way that they can live anymore. That hurts. And that situation is a compassionate situation. The animals aren't getting that. The ones you're exploiting, they're not getting that.
They're not even getting the regular treatment.
Yeah.
I'm not a compassionate person. I'm a person who cares about justice.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the hell is going on? How can you guys be so okay with being oppressors towards the most defenseless creatures? Like, I cannot think of myself as somebody who is just like an asshole towards animals. I'm sorry, I just cannot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like myself to be that way. But it seems like some people have absolutely no problem. As long as they benefit from it, they have no problem oppressing others.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why we're here. We're here to shake them up and wake them up, because some of them are doing it and they're not really aware. And those are the people I want to reach, because those are probably good people doing bad things and they don't even know that they're doing bad things. And I think that's the majority of moral agent humans. I think that most of us know what's right, and we would do what's right if we knew we could. And I'm just learning more and more that it seems like it's community that really is the secret. We need to come together.
Yeah, I like what Renee had to say, child laborer. But we use the whole body. Like they
Gross.
use the whole body of the kids for our benefit. It must be moral. That's crazy.
Ooh, so well put, Renee. Dubs in the chat to Renee. That was such a great analogy. It gave me like grossed out goosebumps. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Like these individuals, I mean, when I see those the chickens, I just showed you, they're sitting there. My cat is right over here. She's loafing. She looks the same to me as those chickens, just all curled up, trying to be comfortable.
Well, this is a taught perception, right? Animals are animals are animals are animals, right? They're all animals. A chicken is no different than your cat. A pig is no different than your dog. They're all animals. So if your dog and cat has that capacity to bond with you and feel love and think and feel, then so do these other animals. We are taught to perceive them differently, but they're not different. They're not.
I just realized the time. I didn't realize that we're almost at 1. I'm surprised my partner didn't say anything. He just let me keep going. Yeah. Well, that was great though. I'm glad he let us. I wish we had more conversations. We had some good ones.
But, yeah, we did have some good ones. Well, as always, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks a lot for having me up.
Hell yeah, Lori. I'm so glad you came up. I really hope that you have a speedy recovery, even though it's already been 13 days. I'm so sorry that I didn't message you. I knew I had it written down too. So I'm glad that you got through it and you're getting better, but I'll be messaging you just to check in on you and such. So
okay. Yeah. Great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for being up here. Please follow all the vegans that have been up on the panel as they disappear. That was Stasia. Please go follow Stasia. She puts out great content. She even goes live sometimes. Please go follow her. There was Two Spirit Veg. Lori, please go follow Two Spirit Veg. She goes on other vegans panels, so you'll see other vegans that are live on TikTok, but you'll also see her content. She's an avid advocate for humans and animals, so please go check her out. And then we have Vegan Heretic here. Vegan Heretic.
Thank you.
Yes. Do you want to say something? You've been quiet this whole time. I'm so sorry you didn't get a moment to.
No need for me to say anything. Everybody was just fantastic. I was really just sitting back listening to this. Like, wow. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I hope that you come back up because we would love to have you up on the panel. You have an arsenal of information. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to.
Awesome. I would really love that. So please go follow Vegan Heretic. He's on all platforms. I believe, TikTok, Instagram, right? And YouTube.
Yeah, I've got all those. I think Instagram is the one that I reply to most when I do the activism, because then people can message me and I can answer their questions.
Yes. I saw YouTube is starting to add some messenger thing, but I haven't played around with it yet. More buttons to press, I guess. But yeah, Instagram. Go check out Vegan Heretic on Instagram and all the other platforms. But if you want to reach out to him, Instagram is great. Ask him all the questions.
For sure.
Really test him. And go check out his book.
Sure. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being up here. Then we got Chip, that Chip guy. Oh, I love watching Chip's street outreach, especially with B12 Babe. Oh, I got to say, it's been fire. I really love watching you guys. You guys are a good team. But go check out Chip. Goes live. Sometimes he does vigils. He does communicate really well with the chat. please go follow him on all platforms as well. She wants to add something.
And of course, Vegan Stoner Lady, right? You're the host. We gotta give it to you.
Appreciate you. Oh yes, that's
All
right.
platforms.
All platforms. Also, please come check us out Friday. Actually, this Thursday. Keep an eye on anti-animal use this Thursday. We're not able to do it Friday. The project live stream is Friday, so make sure you're checking on Friday for all We're gonna be first though, because we're gonna be on Thursday. Who cares when someone's Thursday? And then also Anti-Animal Use will be doing street outreach on Friday. We'll be at a university for the first time. So we're going to see if we can talk to people who are educated and see if maybe they have better responses. Maybe they'll be quicker to, live in alignment with their own principles. And then I'll be live on Saturday. So please come check me out, Being a Stoner Lady, YouTube and TikTok. And then last but not least, David got left in the dust. Please go follow the 40-year-old vegan. He actually is probably the soul of a lot of our community. He's always posting when people are live. He's posting when he's live. You are so active, David. I cannot
I
thank
just
you
get
enough.
lucky. I just get lucky. That's all.
Well, I mean, whatever it is, I really appreciate you doing it. Like, there was a time
Can I
when...
just say something quickly? Just to let everybody know that I'm actually eating celery and carrots right now, just to trigger some people out there. But also, guys, if you're following Vegan Stoner Lady, please hit that subscribe button. Donate to Anna. Let's get her full-time animal rights. She's already full-time. Look at all the messages popping up. Hit the green hearts. Like, Anna, you deserve so much credit. Look what you've accomplished and put together. Like, amazing. You're an incredible activist. So please, guys, let's go. And also, yes, we'll see you Thursday starting for Project Livestream. And to all the people who are still drinking cow's milk, what's wrong with you? That's
What is wrong with you? David needs to send you your binky bottle and bib, I guess.
Yeah, we'll send you a binky bottle, a bib, pacifier, sucky, dummy, whatever you want to call it. Crib. We'll send Anna over there to burp you even.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Here we
a little
go.
baby. Yeah.
Some people might be too much into this now. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Please go follow 4-Year-Old Vegan on all platforms. Great activist. He also will sometimes show up on other activists' platforms. So keep an eye out. Sometimes he's sneaky. And with that, I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for being here. He is the soul man. I'm trying to follow him, but he keeps running from me. David's fast. All right, guys. If you're not vegan, be vegan. And I'll see you Thursday. And if not Thursday, I'll see you Friday. And not Friday, I'll see you Saturday. And if not Saturday, I'll see you Monday. Okay. See you guys. Awesome. YouTube. You guys are awesome. Look at all those hearts. Oh my gosh. I have to say, YouTube is great. Thank you, Allison, for the green hearts. I love seeing the green hearts. It really does actually make me feel good. Like, oh, my team is here. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate all the support and the love and the... Oh, wait. I forgot this kind of moves over, doesn't it? Let me see. No, it's in the middle. Is that still in the middle? Oh, okay. It's delayed. I see. Well... I just wanted to say thank you to all my mods, my vegans. You guys are keeping the chat safe and you're answering questions when I can't get to them. Or, you're just being here. Just being someone as a view count really does make a difference to me too. Just knowing that everyone's here. Hearts. I'm a chicken with a heart. So yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I don't know who's live right now. Or who's next. I know Jim will be live on Tuesday. I really want to start announcing when people, if I know they're going to be live. So please go check out Jim tomorrow. And then, like I said, start looking for Project Livestream early in the week. We're talking like Thursday, Friday. Check us out. The 40-Year-Old Vegan. I don't know if Chip will be doing it, but follow Chip anyway. I'll be there. Jim, I believe, will be there. It's Mel and Steve will be there. I don't know if Axel is doing it. I know he's done it before. Jake Lagatere, he usually does it. Shows us the turkey farm that's near him. So anybody else? Is there anybody I maybe missed or anybody want to announce that they're going to be live? I'll keep an eye on the chat. But yeah, just keep an eye on everybody. You'll be live, yas. Yeah, exactly. Vegans do kill fewer plants. Yep, exactly. Alison! It's just fun to say that. I wish I knew of other YouTubers streaming on TikTok for activism. Yeah, I agree. I think Jake's page does that, doesn't it? Animal Justice 21, the interacting with the lives. I think it focuses on activists that do street outreach. So maybe go check that out. Thank you. Thank you, Chip. I really appreciate it. It means a lot coming from you. You're one of those awesome outreaches out there that, I learn from all the time. So I appreciate you going out there and doing stuff, even when it's hard. That actually also inspires me because I have days that it's hard for me to get out there, and seeing other vegans be like, you know what, it's hard for me, but I got out here. It really does inspire me. So I try to also tell people that, like, what I'm actually feeling and experiencing, so that they know it's okay if you feel that way, but you should do it anyway because the animals need you. So, like, that really does inspire me a lot. Same with you, David. Honestly, you both are just you're a force to be reckoned with. He really does. And so do you, David. You both do, really, a lot. Honestly, everyone in this chat, I always try to learn because everyone has a different perspective and a background. And honestly, everyone brings up new things. I'm like, I hadn't thought about that, oddly. Thank you for bringing that up. Now it's not this foreign thing. It's something that's brought to my attention. Oh, man, boy, you could easily have the patience for it. It's called the drop button. You kick them, and all of a sudden, that therapy makes you feel better. The drop button is my favorite. Today, I got a little too close with it, but I don't care. It was for my mental health, so. Happy birthday, PJ! W's and cakes in the chat for UTOPS PJ. Woo! Happy birthday! Well, early birthday. Oh, David, I really loved your live. I thought that was great. And you had another damn vegan. I should have announced another damn vegan because she often goes live. I think she does. She often goes live now. So thank you guys for going out there because I enjoyed watching your live. And oh my gosh, you had so many people that were intense to deal with, but you did it anyway. You both great. I thought you guys handled everyone really well. More beach streams. Yes, I'm going to live vicariously through you. That's a beautiful looking beach. Our beaches over here are cold. You have to wear a jacket all year round. Yeah, you'd probably be dropping people quick. That's okay. I think that's okay. Make room for the people that are worth your time. Oh, is that your nickname, Manny? Is Pickle Juice? Oh, it's somebody else's birthday tomorrow? The 14th? Is it Daniel? Daniel Broccoli? I know Daniel Broccoli's birthday's coming up too. And Axel's. The first guy, humane experiences, though. Oh, yeah, gross. Ew. There's no such thing as humane when it comes to exploitation. Like, that's why I brought up the whole, like, is there ever such a thing as a nice or a moral slave owner? Like, ever. Or a good slave owner? No. No. It's kind of like saying, is there ever a good billionaire? It's like, no. They had to, I mean, it's not the same, but it's almost similar in that they have had to take from somebody to get where they're at. And that's just, Axel's birthday is tomorrow. Yes, everybody go say something or do something nice for Axel. He is also a great activist. I'm glad that he speaks up, and I'm glad he's got his own spin on things because he's going to attract people that I can't attract. So we need everybody to speak up because you're all going to have a unique niche. And yeah, you're going to have the haters. You're going to have the people that criticize you, but you're going to have the people that actually hear you. And that's why we need your voice out there to reach those people because no one else is going to be able to reach them but you. And that's just the facts. I don't have any facts on that, but that's just how I feel. Okay. And how I feel right now are facts. Yeah. Bro bacon, like human bacon. Is that what you mean? Cleared for takeoff? Human bacon tastes really good. Or did you mean like pug, like the little dog bacon, like you from their rib cage rip off the flesh and eat that? Will there be a party? Everybody come over. We're going to go find one of the vegan restaurants with outdoor seating and we're going to have a big party. All the vegan food we could want, all the vegan donuts and ice cream and all the junk foods as well as the healthy foods. We actually have a good mix of restaurants. We have really healthy restaurants and really not healthy restaurants. So let's get together. Actually, let's go to the park. We'll get all the restaurants to have a little booth around us. We'll have our own vegan thing. We should have our own vegan fest, an actual vegan fest. Oh, cleared for takeoff, crash out. I guess you weren't cleared for takeoff because you just immediately face palmed into the dirt. Like this, like face palm and then into the dirt. Awesome. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll pass out on the beach from all the foods. Yes, I love it. Let's go. I would actually watch that if you just did like a vegan live where you're showing all the vegan foods you got and you're just, what's it called, a mukbang? Just eating all the vegan foods on the beach. That sounds lovely too. Yes. All right, guys, I'll let you go. Let's go find some other vegan. They're probably doing, but I'm terrible at the vegan hangouts. I'm such a dork. So it's better that you don't see or hear me and you just read my text when we're hanging out. It's better for both of us. Oh, well, yeah, we'll see. Okay. All right. Well, if you're not vegan, be vegan. And if I don't see you Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, I'll see you Monday. Or I'll see you in another Vegans Live. Mukbang Weo? I would totally, yes. I actually, not to like yap too much real quick, but I really, really, really prefer to toke when I'm outreaching because I'm able to organize my thoughts. I think I'm not diagnosed with anything, but I do think about a lot really quickly. And sometimes I jump ahead of myself and then I'll forget what I'm doing. And when I toke, I actually come out of that craziness and I'm like more logical and patient. So I would love to do a live where I'm just smoking. I could talk about what I'm smoking because other stoners are interested. I like showing that stoners can be effective and do things. We're not just lazy people that do nothing. Even talk about how to grow cannabis veganically, responsibly, I would love to do that. I just don't know if it would attract really that much audience. So, but I would love to do like a mukbang. Mukbang. Who was it that said that? No, I said it on accident. It was kind of a funny one. Mukbang. Woo. Yeah, Satanic Steven, there you are. Yep, exactly. Well put. Well put. Okay. Diagnosed with being awesome. I like that. Yeah, I'm not trying to put down people that might have some kind of attention disorder. It's more like I may have this, and sometimes I'm not always on top of my symptoms, I guess. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in someone else's stream. Thank you for being here. I love all the hearts. Thank you guys. Thank you for being vegan. The animals appreciate it. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it, and other activists do too. Thank you guys. And I will see you on any of those days I listed before. Green hearts for everybody if you're vegan. Yes. All right, see ya.